you know, they're going to make you pay, right? I felt like we did a lot of things really well today. But there were definitely a few things here and there that could have put us in position for another field goal, right? Which makes a difference at the end. Or extended drive. Don't give them the ball back before the second half, or in the second quarter, which allowed them to go down and get a touchdown before halftime, right? So just, man, so many little things that I know just from an execution perspective on our end would give us even more opportunities. Yeah. Nobody was open. Yeah, that's definitely a factor. Well, he had 2 catches for 68 yards and 2 touchdowns today, right? I mean, he was impactful, and would have been nice to have him, obviously. Felt like he would have had opportunities. He would have been able to complement everything that we were doing. You know, it just put more on the plate of Josh Hill and Taysom Hill, the Hill brothers. But those guys played phenomenal. They stepped in and played phenomenal. But, yeah, you certainly miss a guy like Jared.
Last year's game against the Rams, kind of a back and forth.
Yep.
You saw them.
Yep.
You feel like this is a team you're going to probably maybe see down the road here and maybe get another back at.
Listen, I hope so, because that means that we're accomplishing our goals, right?
You've played in these, top, wild and great games before, and you've won some, and then obviously you lose some. How does I'm not saying your approach changes the week after, but the mistakes, is it more about cleaning things up, or were you guys?
We're better than what we put out there today, and I'm just talking about us offensively. We had chances to score more, and you feel the flow of a game like this, and you got to score, and man, you've got to execute to perfection, and we weren't quite there. We did a lot of good things, but just not quite enough. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Listen, you're in that type of game, right? And we were going to play aggressive. Listen, we faked a punt. We brought just about every kickoff out of the end zone, right? And hit on a couple of those, right? Man, we got a great return man. Let's see if we can break one of these, right? We get out to the 40 or 50 on one occasion. Those are difference makers, right? That's momentum. If you just look at the statistics of you're going for 2 from the 2-yard line versus going for 2 from the 1-yard line, it's a big difference, right? We had a play that we liked, and oddly enough, they misaligned. So they had an extra guy who shouldn't have been there. So unfortunately, the play didn't work. But, that's a big play in the game if we get it, right? So, yeah, listen, we're going to play aggressive. We're going to take chances. We're not going to make any excuses.
So they had a guy on that side of the formation who should have been somewhere else.
Yeah, he should have been on the other side, covered Taysom.
You kind of touched on it, but you were encouraged by the start, because I know throughout the year that the start for you guys offensively hasn't been the way you wanted it, but getting 4 touchdowns in the first 4 drives is kind of what you're supposed to see, right?
Yeah, I'd like to see more of that. All right, thanks.
That's Drew Brees, family. Sorry about the stream. We had to reset the stream. We was having issues some kind of way. Whatever weird reason, the stream just automatically started having problems out of nowhere. That don't really happen like that here because I have top-notch internet here. So, we got to chalk that one up to the ghost. But, outside of that, we heard Sean Payton break it down, man. And I ran over the statistics and basically showing you what it looked like. Latavius Murray, 7 carries for 69 yards. That's 9.9 yards on the average, man. Totally ridiculous. Of course, Sean Payton pissed, but you know who Sean Payton be pissed at? Himself and his defensive coordinator. Now, the Saints did get 3 sacks upon Jimmy Garoppolo, and one of them was erased because of a hold on the Saints defense. So the fact that the zone playing the zone, and then the 49ers were able to just run routes in the soft spots of the zone and just be able to run their wide receivers right where the soft spots of the zone the Saints was running, and was making all kind of plays all on them. It's just amazing. When you see that happen, you're supposed to make a adjustment. When you see they recognizing the soft spots in the zone that you're running and setting routes and sending their wide receivers in the soft areas, you're supposed to make adjustments because they specially in targeting those areas of the defense. Saints did not. 3 sacks on them, 1 turnover, which was the interception. This could not come up with enough stops. The defense was out there entirely too long, in my opinion. And that is spurred by the fact that Sean Payton didn't righteously use the running game like he was supposed to. I'd like to apologize to all our family members chiming back into the live stream. The original live stream that we were on, please notify other members, fam, about this, about the live stream. I see more of the family members starting to get back on after one of the other live streams dropped out because it was something, it just slowed down really, something fierce. I don't know what was it. Now it's perfect. So who knows? But big ups to the rest of the family. Scoob, I see you, Derek, Kevin, Tyra, Young Nola, Irvin Alexander, Stephon Wells, Dada, everybody getting back into the building once again. So, you know, we went through the statistics, the facts. I gave you some of my insight on it, family. My next thing I want to do is I shortened it up quite a bit because there's several other interviews that I could play right now for this game, but I opt not to do it. I think I just want to be able to get to the area where we kind of open up the phone lines, and I won't be able to let the family members chime in with their thoughts on what they thought about the game. But please remember, family, they'll have a lot of people calling. A lot of people need therapy for this one. So I'm going to just hang back. I'm going to open up the phone lines. And remember, family, when you call in, please call in. But remember, we'll have to have a restriction in terms of time just to get as many family members in as well. So right when I say that, the phone is ringing. Welcome to the Sports Coma. Who am I speaking with?
Sub-Zero, Q.
What's up, Sub-Zero? You sound down, brother. What's going on, fam?
Son, I was tweaking. I heard phone lines and I just called. I was tweaking.
What would you think about this one, bro?
Man, it like the same shit keep happening over and over again. How many times Murray got a carry? I mean, average, 7+ yards a carry, and just to get put on the sideline. How many times that got to happen? And today, I felt that Dennis Allen was getting beat between the ears, man. Like, he kept putting guys in man coverage at the wrong times. Like, at the end of the game, it's 4th and 2. You're playing to prevent a field goal. So what you want to do is you're trying to take the time off the clock. Of course, you want to stop them at 4th and 2, but giving up the first down right there is not killing you. But if you play man defense and you miss a tackle, what's going to happen?
I mean, you, bro, let me say this, bro. You're right, man. It's frustrating. I'm not going to even lie to you. I was really peeved about the whole deal, bro. But to be quite honest with you, Sub-Zero, I had my doubts about whether or not Sean Payton would be disciplined enough to stick to a game plan. And you look at Dennis Allen, the way he was playing. And I thought coming out of the time about half that we would be able to get something going. But it's just one of them things, man, where they just didn't make enough adjustments. They didn't do what they were supposed to do to kind of seal up this thing. And that's why I'm kind of upset, bro. I'm upset because of that very reason, that you can't allow things like this. This was a supreme opportunity. If you're a Super Bowl team, to lock up the home field advantage throughout the playoffs. This is a big deal. This is not like, we'll rebound. This could reshape your entire playoff future. So,
yeah, because you could potentially end up in Lambeau Field now. No one wants to play up there.
Right. I mean, it's what it is, bro. It's what it is. It's like Kevin saying, I'm surprised that they didn't bracket Kittles. Young Nola saying, fake fans saying trade AK straight stupid. No, we ain't gonna trade Elvin Kamara. That's dumb. But the thing is, sometimes you see the man don't have the smoke. He don't have that fire. He don't have that smoke. He don't have what it takes right now. You got to sit him down and put somebody that does, man. So that's all I'm saying about it, bro. But what else you saying? What else you got, sub?
What else I got is Sean Payton he's probably the worst situational play caller in football. Like, I don't understand where it's 3rd and 1 and we're running sweeps with the quarterback. At one point, I'm like, this guy, he understands, because he put Murray and Kamara in the backfield and had Murray playing fullback. I'm like, finally, he's doing something that smart. But on 3rd and 1, you put Taysom Hill in there to run a sweep. Why?
I don't know, bro. It's absolutely
like, I don't understand it.
It's crazy, man.
You have to, and your defense can't stop a nosebleed, and you're gonna put it back on the field. You have to control the ball.
Yeah, you're right, brother.
Right? He gets paid millions and millions of dollars to not overthink this. And then, all right, no one can explain the decision to go for 2. That's just stupid. But even if you decide to do that, when are we going to, as they say, drop your nuts and just run gut? Stop running. You try to run a sweep with Taysom Hill again. I don't think we ran outside like 6 times today, and it never went anywhere.
Right. You're right, fam. It was one particular I seen that Sean Payton, instead he was 3rd and 1, and instead of just hitting him up the gut, Sean Payton went with like a tall sweep to the house. Bruh. I'm almost thinking like Sean Payton get paid by the other team. Nobody can be this incoherent and stupid. Nobody can be this incoherent and stupid, man. You have Latavius Murray. It was a 3rd and 1. Why are you running a tall sweep or whatever to the outside to a fast defense? My man, don't you know football? Don't you know football, man? Don't you know football?
Bruh.
A fast defense, that's not a good play. A best way you beat a fast defense, like what the 49ers is you hit them in the mouth, center of defense. Latavius Murray is averaging 10 yards per carry, and the Saints Sean Payton shut him down. It's crazy.
Sean Payton loves glitter shoes. That's what I'm calling Kamara now. Glitter shoes.
Glitter shoes.
Yeah, out there with the shiny cleats out there, and I was worried about Deontay Harris putting it on the ground, because like he was taking it out the end zone sometimes when he shouldn't have. But I like what he was doing. So I'm just like, bro, just protect the ball. And as soon as he fair catches it, great job. The very next play, gives it to Kamara and he puts it on the ground.
It's,
just like,
yes.
Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Payton.
On. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. You gotta see, as a coach, you gotta understand who has it and who doesn't. He doesn't see that, because if he's seen who has, and Ted Ginn Jr. wouldn't be starting, or Elvin Kamara for that matter. If you want to use Kamara more as a receiver because he don't have it running the ball right now, I would understand that. I would actually understand that you would use Latavius Murray more, being that the running game is more responding to what Latavius Murray is doing, because it's just force. It's force and it's brutality. You cannot get cute. And that's what the problem with Sean Payton was in this game. Getting cute. Now, Drew Brees did throw 5 touchdowns and didn't have a touchdown on the goal line. He was responsible for 6 touchdowns today. That was good. But a lot of these things that were going on with Sean Payton, where he got marched out and should have been controlling the glass. You listen, 5 touchdowns in the time of possession. Listen to this, man. Look, 6 touchdowns Drew was responsible for. The time of possession for the Saints in this game. Let me show here. Come on, let me pull this up. The time of possession. Where is it? Where's the time of possession? Give me just a second, fam. In this one, the time of possession for the Saints was 31-23. 31 minutes and 23 seconds. The 49ers were 28-37. So the Saints beat them by roughly about 3 minutes. That should not have been the case if you have Latavius Murray. You should have took off time from the clock so it wouldn't be a shootout, because you knew your defense wasn't coming up with the stops, because the defense was on the field too much. The defense is out there getting gashed. The defense is getting thrown over the top. I mean, the Saints go up by 2 scores, and then they allow a bomb over the top of them to wide open players. It kept happening over and over. The defense did not happen. They were absolutely out of their minds on this one, man. Absolutely out of their minds.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Sean Payton doesn't understand what they call game flow. Like, sometimes you get into a game, everybody knew it was supposed to be low scoring, a slugfest, right?
Right.
But then you see what's happening. Oh, I'm going right up the field. Oh, they going right up the field. You go up 2 scores. Now you know what kind of game you're in, right? You filled it out. You know what kind of game you're in. So I'm like, look, I can't stop these people. So let me control the clock. Let me try to steal a possession by just moving the ball methodically and then score. 3rd and 1. Let's stay on the field here. Let's not get cute and put Taysom Hill on the field and run a sweep. Let's stay on the field, man. It's like it's the same stuff every week, bro. And we don't know what the implications are, as far as the end of the season, because stuff can happen.
Mm-hmm.
But when you got to go on the road, you have to know who you are. We are a power running football team that can throw it when we feel like it. You get what I'm saying? But it's not the other way around. We're not a throwing football team that can run when we feel like it. No, we have to run on time.
Right.
3rd and 1, they should know what's up. 3rd and goal, they should know what's up. We coming right at you.
Yes.
And it's so frustrating. And it's like then Dennis Allen, I felt like he played way too much, man. You see, what's his name, Apple out there getting them beat like a drum, and you keep letting them get them dig routes. I don't think Garoppolo had to throw anything deep to the sideline all game.
Yeah, it's embarrassing, Sub-Zero. It really was. It is.
It's coaching. This one is on coaching, man. Because we know Eli Apple needs help. You keep putting him in these positions. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to coach to your talent. Everybody's gonna say, get him out of here, get him out. No, stop calling plays when you're putting them 1-on-1. You got a rookie, Gardner Johnson. You 1-on-1 with their best player on offense, really, George Kittle. Why?
It's just
why?
It's terrible, man. It's like I said,
it's horrible, man.
It's bad, bro. It's bad, Sub-Zero. But it's just one of them things, man. We got to find out, man, because once again, Eli Apple didn't look good in this one. He didn't look good. Marcus Williams, the safeties were lost. Demario Davis got beat. He got caught staring in the backfield. The defense overall, despite the 1 turnover and the 3 sacks, which that was not nearly enough to slow down what the 49ers were doing, because the Saints didn't run the ball as impactful as they should to kind of take some of the steam out the 49ers and keep their defense on the field, keep ours off to get that rest. Sean Payton marched his team right into a loss and didn't do what he needed to do to adjust at the right time, and this is the end result, a loss. So,
Last point, Q. Last point I want to make. So, I want to say it was twice in the game that they scored on 3rd and goal.
Right.
The first one, on our best corner, Marshawn Lattimore, gets boxed out by, I don't know this guy's name. Who was number 84?
I think that's...
Don't matter. but box literally this big man, Lattimore, on 3rd and goal. You make a play that, different game. And then, another thing, Dennis Allen puts P.J. Williams. We know who P.J. Williams is. We know who he is. And you put him in man coverage on 3rd and goal again.
And he got burnt for a touchdown. 3rd straight game.
That's what I'm saying. Garoppolo is not that great. The sacks we got, we was in zone coverage. We made him think. Make him hold the ball an extra second. You can't, he just don't know when to call it. There's a time for this stuff. You get paid too much money in order to put these players in those bad positions like that. The only person who should be 1-on-1 all the time is Marshawn Lattimore. We'll live with that. P.J. Williams need help. Eli needs help, especially in goal. We just trying to force a field goal at in that situation.
Mm-hmm. Right. You're absolutely
it's
right.
It's just bad, bro.
It's bad.
I'm gonna have to drink something tonight, Q.
It's bad, bro. I ain't blame you, bro. But I'm thinking about trying to put something in my Saints cup right here, bro, just to get through this show. But thank you, Sub-Zero, bro. I'm gonna squeeze some more family members in here, bro. Thank you for your comment, bro. I hope that was enough. Got a little frustration off your chest, my brother. We're gonna have to recoup from this one and get on the right side of things again. You still there, fam?
Yes, sir. Who that, man?
Who that to you? Thank you.
That?
Peace.
Yeah.
That's Sub-Zero family. Live line open, family. 504-475-4482. Live lines open, family. Please give a call and talk to the nation. Vent your frustrations on what you thought about the Saints loss. And it's just one of those situations. Please be mindful of our time restraints. We're trying to get as many family members in the live chat as possibly can. Thank you for calling the Sports Coma family. Who am I speaking with?
It's Revolt, man.
What's up, Revolt? What's going on, baby?
Oh, man. Man, what that boy got against Latavius Murray, man? I need you to tell me, Q, because I don't know. So I need you to tell me, bro.
Bro, I don't know what the problem is. The only thing Latavius Murray do is average 7, 8, 9, 10 yards a game. This one, he had 6 carries for 63 yards. I think he had a rushing touchdown. And and he averaged, according to statistics, the man had he didn't have a rushing touchdown. 7 carries, 69 yards, 9.9 yard average, 10 yards a rush. And Sean Payton keeps him on the bench. It puts the zombie Alvin Kamara in, who gets 13 carries for 25 yards and 4 catches for a laughable 18-yard performance. Totally not going to happen. Alvin Kamara does not have the smoke right now. He needs to be benched. That's just my perspective. But what's your call on the game, my brother? What you think about what happened?
Man, look, when last week, my only fear, I wasn't concerned about the players. I was concerned about the coach. Is he going to play the right kind of game to beat the 49ers? Mm-hmm. Now, can't nobody tell me. Look, I go back and I watch these games, man. I've been watching the 49ers for a couple of weeks now. Mm-hmm. And I've been watching the Ravens. I've been watching those two teams. Mm-hmm. And you can't tell me that the Ravens have a better defense than us. They don't, man. Mm-hmm. But what happens is the team, the coaches, they know how to play their offense to protect their defense. They know how to play their defense to protect their offense. They know how to call the game, play the game. Our coach has a problem. I don't know what it. I mean, I guess I do, but he doesn't protect he never protects his defense. Yesterday, I don't know which caller it was, but he talked about how, I think it may have been Throat Cutter, and he talked about how he didn't like the way we play the last couple of minutes of the game. Mm-hmm. And it's been like that for years and years and years, man, because Sean Payton plays the game a certain kind of way with his offense. He never protects his defense with his play calling, man. Never. Mm-hmm. And today, you saw it. And I don't know, isn't there supposed to be a dude up in the booth who says, hey, coach, it's I think maybe the running back coach, maybe position coaches do this. Don't they supposed to let the coach know, look, such and such is hot, we may need to keep him in, because they handle the rotations, right? The position coaches.
Yeah, well, it's a range of position coaches. The coordinator actually sets all that in motion. The offensive defensive coordinator for whatever packages he wants to implement. But
right. But the position coaches say, like the running back coaches say, look, I'm gonna send Murray out there, or maybe Peyton asked for the guy.
That's Peyton's call. Yeah, that's Peyton's call.
Yeah, he asked for the guy he wants. Okay,
right.
Well, yeah.
He calls the package with those plays in it. He lets it
right. Yeah. Well, I think somebody needs to let him know, look, such and such is hot right now, man. We need to keep working this guy, because it's every game the hot running back is put on a bench. And Kamara, man, look, me and my wife, I was sitting on, I had my phone sitting on the table while you was talking, and I was hooking up some food, and my wife was looking. She said, "You said the same thing he said when you was talking about calling Kamara a zombie." Mm-hmm. That dude looks. Something is not right about his demeanor on the sideline, his demeanor on the field. My wife went to when you started talking about him being in the club in Atlanta. Mm-hmm. She said, "Let me go to this dude's Instagram." Mm-hmm. So all she sees is pictures of Mark Ingram. She said, "Babe, I think he missed Mark Ingram." I said, maybe he missing Mark Ingram. I'm like, man, look. Well, if that's the case, we need to put him on the bench and put Latavius in there and let him start, man, because something is obviously not right with the guy. His demeanor, his play, and but I think Peyton's gonna stick with him still. I think Peyton's still gonna stick with the same type of rotation, because it's what we got 3 more games, so we 13 games into the season, and if he don't see the impact of Latavius, even when Kamara wasn't starting when he was hurt. Offense didn't miss a beat. It didn't miss a beat.
Mm-hmm.
And man, I mean, what does it? What more can you do if the man is putting the product on the field, the coach doesn't recognize? Ain't pretty much nothing more you can do, man. And this was all, this game, the offense. I mean, we have to give them their props. They put up 46 points, but if early in the season, people were wondering, man, what we going to do if Dennis Allen get offered some jobs? Well, I don't think we have that to worry about. I don't think Fran, who that brethren out there listening, Dennis Allen will be back next year. Believe it. He'll be back. He'll be back next year. He ain't get no jobs. and we probably will be able to sign Eli Apple if we want to. Because that guy ain't getting no big contract offers from nobody out there, man. But man, come on. We should be able to re-sign him if we foolishly want to. So, I mean, man, look, I'm gonna get out of here, bro. But 3 more games. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna go. If we win out, remember the 49ers and the Seattle have to play each other still. So, if Seattle can beat the 49ers, because we don't have a tiebreaker with them, so we probably need Seattle to beat them again. So, and I think if we win out, that should and we still need Seattle to lose a game. So, I mean, we starting to do that math shit now. So that's how it looks, man. So we still need to win out, and either way, we might be going to Seattle, or we might be going to San Francisco. And I don't know how I feel about that, bro. I don't know how I feel about it, really, because it's hard to beat going. Now people might say, "Well, we beat Seattle already. We going up there." But, man, it's hard to beat a team twice and in their house twice. That's kind of hard to do. And going on the road to face San Francisco again, that doesn't make me feel too queasy inside either. So, man, we just need to win out, man, and see where the chips fall. So, I'm out, man. Y'all be cool. Who that?
Who that? Appreciate your revolt, bro. Be good, brother. Safe in there, and we'll see you on the next show, brother.
All right, man. Y'all be cool.
Peace. All right, fam. Thank you for joining, being patient. Who am I speaking with?
T-Dirty. Q.
T-Dirty. What's up,
man,
T?
I've been trying to holler at you for the longest, my boy.
What's up, T?
Now, listen, Q. Look. First of all, I love the show. I was fiending for this show before the goddamn Niners. I'm like, man, I'm you know that meme with Dave Chappelle is at the crackhead. I'm like, you got the more than podcast? But Q, let me get to the game, dog. Sean Payton is the most mirror, who's the cutest of them all. This dude on 3-1. You got Latavius Murray on the sideline. This dude could trip it over his shoestring and fall and get 1 yard. And you put Taysom Hill and Kamara in for a trick play? Q,
I know.
It never works. It never works. Why are you doing this? First of all, if you get rid of Mark Ingram and you pay this money to Latavius Murray, why aren't you using him? And Ted Ginn, I'm done with him, Q. I'm Q.
Yes, sir.
I'm done, Q. Okay, 4th and 18, Q. That's some part my Polynesian, my Swahili, my French. If you do some goddamn 4th and 18 shit, put somebody that's gonna catch the ball. You throw it to damn Traquan Smith on 4th. That's the shit I do in Madden.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm losing on 4th and 42. I'm gonna throw the damn ball. Sean Payton is fucking killing us with this shit.
Mm-hmm.
He's being too cute. Kamara is a good player. Don't get me wrong. But he was not doing it today. He was not on it. And you bitch for take Q. I had a knock at the door. Who is? I thought it was goddamn Latavius Murray. What you going over here? Well, they ain't used me, so I came over here to chill with you. What the fuck? Oh my. Sean Payton is killing his play call. And This game to me is on Dennis Allen and Sean Payton. Because Sean Payton, I mean, you making some dumb calls. You taking Breeze out, putting Taysom Hill and Kamara in. These plays don't work. And then Dennis Allen, they picking on Eli Apple like he's the po kid. I want your lunch money, your socks, your drawers, your T-shirt. Bitch, I want that new hat you just got. I want all that. And then you don't even adjust. You just let him keep taking his new outfit for next week. What are you doing? Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Yeah, T Dirty. It's a terrible day, bro. It's so much, man. We sat here, and the family know we sat here, and we went over this, and we said, run the ball. Run the ball. Run the ball.
These guys cannot stop the run. So what am I going to do? I'm going to run it down the throat. Okay, 3-and-1. Latavius Murray, he can fall and get 1 yard. What are you doing, Sean Payton? Oh, my God. This guy's he's standing in his own goddamn way. I don't know what's going on. We had the number 1 seed in our hands, and it just turned to hot jello just like that.
Just like that. You're sitting at number 3 right now, T Dirty.
Number 3.
Number 3 right now.
Now we gotta go to Green Bay. It's cold up there, Q.
I know.
Look, I'm black as wood grain. I ain't ready for no cold mess. I don't want to go do no cold mess. I don't want to go Green Bay, bro.
I know, bro.
These things be killing me, bro. Oh, my God. I'm out of Crown Royal. Eli Apple. Oh, my God. They picking on this dude. Garoppolo said, this is your weak link, and I'm going to hit on him all day. And he kept doing it. Dennis Allen didn't make no adjustment. Like, what are you doing, dude? My 1-year-old son is over here making spit up noises like he don't agree. Oh, my.
It's terrible, bro. It's terrible, man.
Don't get me wrong, Q. I'm still a diehard.
Right. Yeah, I know y'all T Dirty.
I'm questioning Sean Payton, bro.
I know, bro. You're a diehard. You don't even have to say that, cuz. I know you, bro, but you had a right to question them. You heard me?
Hey, I feel like throat cutter. I heard Cutthroat the other day. I feel like Cutthroat. If you get into a conversation with me at the Saints, boy, I'm going to jail. And I don't care if Cutthroat about to refuse that. Bitch, I'm going to jail. I don't give a damn. You're not gonna downplay my squad. No, this is ridiculous. We better than that, Q. We way better than that, Q. We've been through the trenches. Why the hell if you see what's working, why would you not continue to keep what's working? That's killing me. Sean Payton is just oh my God. You damn near looking like the Jerry Jones of New Orleans right now.
It's man. I know, bro. It's ridiculous.
And picture this right here. My birthday tomorrow. I just wanted a Saints win, bro. Now you know what? Now I gotta look for to making my own gumbo and feeling better off myself. The Saints ain't gonna do it. I'm gonna make some gumbo. I'm gonna feel better for myself. Cause the Saints ain't. And Ted Ginn Jr. Oh my God. I mean, he did. Ted Ginn did a little this and a little that, but Ted Ginn's feet is on his hands on his damn feet, bro. I'm tired of Ted Ginn. I'm tired of putting faith in Ted Ginn Jr. Like he got this, he clapping. This team is too talented. We done been through too much shit. The Minnesota Miracle, the goddamn, I mean, even further back, since when the Niners beat us back in that time with Jimmy Graham, I done been through too much shit, Q.
I know, bro.
And this shit right here, oh, my bad, pardon my French, Swahili and Portuguese. I'm pissed, man, look. My wife told me, what you cooking? We eating hot dogs tonight. We eating hot dogs. I'm pissed, Q. This is Sean Payton, and you know what's crazy, Q? When that 3rd and 1, when he tried to run that 3rd and 1 play, I got on Twitter and I tweeted him. What the hell are you doing? He didn't respond. What are you doing? You got Latavius Mark Ingram out there in Baltimore. Mark Ingram in Baltimore is balling his butt off, and you got Latavius Murray sitting on the bench like, well, I guess I'm running errands, I guess. And come on, man, Kamara is not himself. Anybody, man, Ray Charles to see Kamara is not himself.
Oh my!
And you keep putting him in. What are you doing? Williams. And Marcus Williams. You know the Minnesota Miracle had you feeling bad. Why you gonna grab the nigga by the face? Oh, grab the dude by the face mask and just ride him right in front of the referees. So you gave him a first down on top of 15. Well, shit, give him Gumbo on top of goddamn Etouffee on top of Beignet. Bruh.
Oh my goodness, bro. T-Dirt, I know it's a bad, it's sad, bro. It's terrible, man.
It's sad. Q, and I listened to the podcast last night. You had me so fired up last night, bro. I was like, Q, I was so fired up. The game was on Sunday. I felt like finding me a helmet and running on somebody's field. Like, shit, Q got me fired up, boy. I'm ready to do something, you heard me? Like, Louisiana, we relentless, you heard me? And this is what we do. You let them come into our house with the opportunity that we had and we know what we've been through and do this?
Yes. Do this. We gotta shake back, T-Dirty.
It don't sit right with me, Q.
I know it don't.
It don't sit right with me, boy.
Yeah, it don't. It don't. Brad, not supposed to, cuz. Truth be told.
Well, I'm a Saints fan till I can't stand, Q. I'm a Saints fan till I can't stand. When you bury me, put me in Saints everything. I don't care. Saints everything. You heard me?
That's right, baby. I feel you, T-Dirty. We're gonna make it through it, cuz. Don't even worry about it, T-Dirty. Keep your head up, baby. We coming back, man. We gonna come back on this one. Right now, the Saints position third behind, of course, the 49ers. They jump all the way to the top of the NFC. They're 11-2 with an 8-1 conference record, followed by the Green Bay Packers, who are 10-3 with a 7-2 conference record, and then the Saints, of course, are 10-3 with an 8-3 record. So it's not looking good. You have fallen all the way out of 1 and 2, the number 1 to the number 3, and that puts you on the road.
Like Paul, the historian, say, why do we make things harder on ourselves? We always have to do that. Why do we make things so hard, Q? We was there.
I know,
they
bro.
said, just walk on in and grab your ticket. We said, no, I want to go around the back door and see what they're going to do at the VIP. No.
Right. It's terrible, T-Dirty. But like I said, bro, we're gonna have to look at this one, bro. We're gonna shake back. I got another call coming in, my brother. I appreciate your passion. Thank you, my man. It's gonna be all good,
baby. Tell Reverend, say, pray for me, baby. Pray for me, baby. I need some prayer, baby. I'm going through it, baby. The gumbo ain't gonna be good tomorrow, baby.
I will, cuz. Who that to you,
All
baby?
right, late.
Peace out, bro. That's T-Dirty, man. Calling and appreciate the brother. Welcome to the Sports Coma. Thank you for being patient. Who am I speaking with?
This Otis, Big Q.
Otis, how you doing, brother?
Oh, man, I'm so excited to finally get through on the call. First, I want to say thank you. I appreciate you for the Sports Coma show and providing a platform for all us who that nation out here. I'm actually out here in Texas, man, but I still keep up with my team, man, back at home. And I know we're limited on time, so I'm going to hit you on 3 things when I saw in this game, man.
Okay.
Number 1, the injury to Jared Cook, I really believe impacted the way the game shaped out the rest of the way.
Okay.
That was a huge blow to us, and early you can see they could not deal with Jared Cook.
Mm-hmm.
That it looked like he was going to have a big game today, Q.
Right.
And that concussion was huge.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2 is the Kamara fumble.
Right.
That was huge because the defense had, if I'm correct, Q, we had caused a turnover. We only got 3. That goes back to the Jared Cook because I believe had we still had Cook, a couple of those drives where we kicked field goals, we may have converted to touchdowns had we still had Jared Cook. But the Kamara fumble was that fumble really hurt. And then the third thing I want to point out is pretty much what we've touched on already with Sean Payton running Kamara rather than running Murray.
Mm-hmm.
I believe as the coach, you need to pay attention to game flow because you saw that we had trouble stopping Kyle Shanahan. I don't fault the players as much as I blame the coaches as far as putting them into position to be successful.
Mm-hmm.
You should have understood that, hey, when the defense stopped them and rewarded you by allowing them to kick a field goal late, enabling you a chance to go down and win this game with 2 minutes left. As the coach, you need to understand, look, my defense, they've been having trouble all game. They finally got to stop. We need to end this game right here and not give this ball back. And that's where the running Murray comes in at. Because I do understand points are more important at that spot because we're behind. But had they run Murray at least once or twice, or at least burn some more of that clock off, Q, I believe we don't get them 53 seconds back after we score. That's my opinion. But I think that's telling in a game that's this close.
That's great points there, Otis. I mean, really good. The Jared Cook point is very valid because obviously the Saints were definitely looking at him to be a main force in this game, being that he had 2 catches and both of them were touchdowns. Him getting knocked out of that, they definitely had to adjust. But we had enough people to adjust. Whether you had to use Josh Hill in that role, or either they usually utilize Taysom Hill in that role, and the fact that you said the Kamara fumble was really big as well. But Latavius Murray, if everybody with eyes knows that Latavius Murray should be the guy handling the ball. He should be running, should be starting, and the Saints should be leading with Latavius Murray. So I agree. Yeah, those are great points, Otis.
Yeah, and I won't hold the lines long. I just wanted to get through, tell you I appreciate the show. I am a subscriber. I'm gonna donate to the platform as well, and I just want to say who that to all the fam out there. Let us keep our heads up. It's not the end of the world. We are built. This team has shown we are built. If Sean Payton could get his head out of his behind, we've shown we are built to be a power run team, and we have what it takes to win on the road if we need to. And quite frankly, honestly, just the way our things have been going the past couple seasons, I kind of almost feel like we need to go on the road and win this thing.
Kind of test the metal.
That's just my personal opinion. Yeah, that's my personal opinion because it forces Sean to play to his strengths when we have to do that. When he gets in that dome, I don't know what it is. He feel like he got to get cute. No. Use the same game plan that we had going in against Jacksonville and Chicago. I called that earlier. That's what we needed to do in this game. And 49ers would have walked out of that dome with an L today. I guarantee you. Yeah,
you're absolutely right. The Saints, pretty much these games, we had control of these games, especially the 49ers games. That's why I was upset because of what it meant. We should have had a more complete game plan, and it just upsets me that we didn't.
Yeah. And I don't trust Dennis Allen against Kyle Shanahan. Really, I don't. I don't. He just makes me nervous.
Yeah.
But thank you, Q.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry, Lewis.
Yeah, I just didn't want to hold the line up, but go ahead and say what you was gonna say, and I was just gonna get off the line.
No, I'm saying I agree with those. Are great points, man. Very valid, and it's that chest sticking out thing. Sean Payton and Shanahan. That's that chest point thing pumping out. Well, I'm gonna do what I want to do on you and show you up, and then in the end, it ultimately you can't do that. It's a team sport. You can't be a hypocrite and do that. So, thank you, Otis. Appreciate you, bro, for calling. Thank you for doing what you're doing and being who you are. Who that to you, brother? Appreciate you.
Who that? Thank you. Bye bye.
Peace. All right, family. Thank you for being patient. And calling the Sports Coma. Who am I speaking with?
Edmund Tyler.
I'm sorry, brother. I didn't get your name.
Edmund Tyler.
Oh, Edmund. Okay. All right. How you doing, brother Tyler? What's going on tonight?
Hey, man, I was just calling, man. First of all, let me say, man, I thank God for you, man, and
thank you.
Sports Coma, man. You have done a great job for the podcast. Let me get to my points, man. What I was saying earlier, man, about the benching, man, I understand where you came from. For us, we don't just bench nobody like that, man. But man, Williams, man, that was crazy, man. It was obvious, man. Come on, man. You know the game is in our hands, man, but you gonna pull off something like that, man?
I know, bro.
And cause us this game, man. Man, Big Q, man, I'm from the night, well, I'm from New Orleans, from the night, well, I'm living in Dallas, man. So, but man, I've been a Saints fan, man, in my mama's womb, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, man? so I'm a diehard. I wore the bags, I did everything, man. I'm 45 years old. I'll be making 46 December the 13th.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I just want to make say these few things, man. Sean Payton got to understand one thing, man. All this old cutie stuff, man, that's not going to help us, man.
No.
That's not going to help us, man. Run the ball, man. You got to, I'm talking about, man, I look at Murray, I don't believe everybody agree with me, but hey, I look at Murray as being our future running back, man. Because the man gets the job done, man.
Right.
he get the job done, and you ain't using it. Why are we giving him all this money, man? You got this man on the bench, man.
Right.
Hey, Q,
Yes,
I
sir.
gotta say, man. I'm in ministry. I don't want to say it like it, but I gotta say it, man. Continue blasting their ass, Q. Continue blasting their ass. Don't stop blasting their ass.
I sure will. Brother Edmund, I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. I got a ride on him, bro. You know, and I give love, bro. And when it's warranted, bro. But a lot of this stuff that's going on with Coach Payton, man, it's just not. It's not team orientated. You know what I mean? It's not helpful for the team to be this unbalanced in terms of knowing who your opponent is and knowing the run. Now, with this half and incomplete ass game plan, you have now subjugated us to a third ranking in the NFC. Now we have two teams ahead of us, and your only thing you have now is to wish and pray that one or two of those teams stumble so you get an opportunity to move up the rankings. That is not how a championship team's supposed to do business. The thing that's frustrating to me and a lot of family members, Crass and the rest of the family say they can see I'm visibly upset, is the fact that I recognize that this team has championship aspirations, and championship teams do not behave like this. They do not drop games to people they know they're supposed to beat. And this was not like it was I could say, well, listen, fam, we had the 49ers on a short week. We just came out of a tough game with Atlanta, and now we have to get right into it with San Francisco. No, that wasn't the case. The Saints last played before this game was on Turkey Day. They had an extended amount of time to get something done, a game plan to come up with against the San Francisco 49ers, who we've been looking at for over a month now, knowing that you had to beat this team to take that, to either take it or keep your ranking as the number one team in the NFC. You had plenty enough time to prepare, and I was upset because this is what after all that time, this is the best performance of what you was preparing for. It looked like you did not prepare or scout or do anything. You look like you just got into it and just went willy-nilly. You just went, you just improv'd. You just got up there and just went whatever came out of your head. And I understand what Brother Otis, who just was, he made some really good points about Jared Cook being a focal point about the offense. He's right, because the two passes that went to Cook were both touchdowns. But also realize that when you have a player like Jared Cook, and we know Jared Cook, this has been banged up all season long. Even when the games he was played, he'll make touchdown passes and come up lame. He'll come up and hold his back and walk. He's been dinged up and banged up this entire season. We should have had a guy who is Josh Hill, who coming from behind him, that will make plays and we keep the ball rolling. And even with that happening, we knew we couldn't throw the ball. Latavius Murray was the steadiest thing that you had. He was way more steady in the running game than Kamara was, and it just flattens me that this was the game plan going into this game. Now we sitting here at number 3 talking about hoping somebody fail so we can get another shot at it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And then one more thing, man, and I'm gonna get off here, man. One more thing. Didn't you get at the press conference? Like, you so goddamn mad that you don't want to talk now.
Yeah, how dare you?
They're talking about you want to tell a reporter, oh, okay, you want to know how I feel? You gonna ask me how I feel? Yeah, nigga, I know how you feel.
Yeah.
You should feel like shit.
Yeah.
That's what you should feel like.
Yeah.
A bunch of pile of horse manure.
Yeah, that's right, Edmund. No doubt about it. I said that myself. I said, if you're going to be mad at somebody, you know what? You find the closest mirror, look at them, and you found some gun. That's the problem. You the problem. You should have ran the ball. And you can't say, well, I ain't have an idea. Man, we've been yelling that to the top of our lungs since the Thanksgiving game. We knew what we had to do against this team.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And we blow a 13-point lead. How we do that?
Sean Payton.
How we blow a 13-point?
That's when like the old Chappelle skit used to say, that's when getting cute goes wrong. It's when going cute goes wrong. That's what happened.
Big Q, let me say this. He made me put him in the bracket with Dennis Rodman, wearing drag queen clothes. I'm going to get on this, you, man. I love y'all, man. I got to go, man. But I love you, man. Thank you, man.
Saying you, I appreciate. Thank you to call. Who that to you, my brother?
Who that?
Peace.
Bye.
That's Edmund, man. Great call, man. Great energy. All right, family. Thank y'all, man. We had some great calls. Keep them coming, man. Got to extend it. We doing it live. The show's open up. I kind of cut it short on the front end of the show. We had some issues. Look like we got all our family members back. The live line is open right now, family. Feel free to call in. Remember, I'm not trying to keep you boxed to. I want you to express yourself, but also be kind of mindful that we have family members that want to express themselves too. And I also want to give a big who that birthday to T Dirty. Got a birthday coming up next week. I want to give a big black and gold who that birthday, Sports Coma birthday to my dog T Dirty 000. Hit everybody in the chat, give T Dirty a happy birthday. And to my boy Edmund, who just got off the line. He got a birthday coming up on December the 13th. Man, I remember my folks, man. That's how you got to show your people love, man. Thank you for calling the Sports Coma family, being so patient. Who am I speaking with?
And also, it's Gerard. What's up, man?
What up, Gerard? What's going on, fam?
Oh man, nothing much. It was a good game. It was a great game. It was a great game. The game kind of went totally different than how a lot of people thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be a defensive game, but come out the gate, Saints 49ers is just scoring, and on the defensive side, both defenses got shredded. It wasn't just the Saints defense. It was the 49ers defense as well. But yet their defense was number one. And Drew Brees just went to town. Yeah, the Saints defense, they didn't make a lot of adjustments. They didn't make a lot of adjustments, and the Saints don't have the defensive personnel to kind of hold back the offensive juggernaut that the 49ers was. We didn't see this side of the 49ers. We didn't see this at all. So, I didn't know the 49ers offense was this explosive, man. After all the games I watched of the 49ers, man, I didn't know that. I didn't know that at all. And you just had Saints, some of the Saints players they missed their assignments, got caught peeking in the backfield, bad eyes, and Demario Davis got beat. And we knew that the 49ers were explosive. You got Matt Breida, you got Raheem Mostert, you got all these people. We knew this. So for some of the Saints fans, you got a lot of delusional Saints fans. If you thought the Saints was going to shut them down, we needed to get stops. We needed to get a lot of stops, and we just didn't, bro. We just didn't. And we're gonna have to go to San Fran and beat them. I think the Saints can beat whatever wild card that comes to them, but we're gonna have to go there and beat them. We ain't gotta go to Seattle. We gotta go to them. But what people don't understand is week 17. See, if Seattle wins, then this game will be all for naught because Seattle is going to help us get that number 1 seed. But how I'm feeling about the Saints, man, the offense, we waited for this, Q. We waited for the Saints offense to explode, but yeah, the defense just kind of regressed. It regressed, but we just didn't get the stops, man.
Well, I'll tell you what, bro, Gerard, it's one of them things, bro, that I kind of felt it would be kind of a high scoring game, to be honest with you, because I know sooner or later, the Saints would get going, and I think it was a chest bumping contest, to be honest with you, between him and Shanahan. But I appreciate your call, Gerard. I got another one calling in, my family. Thank you, brother. Who that to you? Appreciate the call. Who that? All right, family, thank you for calling the Sports Coma. Who am I speaking with?
Yes.
Hello?
Hello.
Thank you for calling the Sports Coma. Who am I speaking with?
This is Tara.
Hey, Tara, how you doing, baby?
Hey, what's happening, y'all? I think I'm on the wrong stream here because I don't see your lips moving, Q.
No, I'm here, baby. I'm here. You calling me first. That it's a slight delay when you talking to me, then you'll actually hear me. Okay? It's a delay.
Hey, y'all. You want me to be quiet for a minute or what? What's up?
No, Tyra, you fine. You can just keep talking. They're gonna hear you, baby. It's like a second,
Oh,
just
well,
a second behind. That's all.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Man, I'm telling you, Q. First of all, let me just say, what's happening, Who That Nation? What's happening, y'all? What's up? What's happening, y'all? I was so mad, y'all. I had to come back out and get back to making my money. man. Hey. What's happening, baby? What's happening? Who that, baby? Who that? You heard me? What's happening? They can't take our shine. Look, I'm falling through these streets of Cali right now. You heard me? Still repping Who that, baby?
Oh, they happy to hear you on, Tyra. They all, everybody happy. They shot you out, LOL and everything. Everybody happy, baby. What you think about the game, Tyra? Tell me about it, baby. You seen the game. What you feel about it?
All right, now. Wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute. Now, we understand. Let me start with the offense here.
Mm-hmm.
Let me start with the offense. We know Drew Brees got it on. We know he's first ballot Hall of Famer, right? We know all of this here. Okay? But if we got a stout and a beast, like your boy Latavius Murray, why can't Peyton stick with this man? Okay? See, I got an issue with that because see, it made me think that Coach Peyton on some type of Prozac or something like that because I ain't feeling what's going on. The things that he's doing, I ain't feeling it. Y'all.
Hey,
baby, who that fam? Who that, baby? Who that for life? You heard me?
Hey, Tyra, I can hear. I hear you, baby. But it sounds like you got a little echo behind you. You have something going on? Could you turn whatever you got on down so I can hear you a little bit better?
Let me see. I'm gonna take it off of this blue thing here. I'm riding in this Jeep here. Let me see if I can do a little better. Can y'all hear me?
You sound good, Tyra. There you go, baby. Now go ahead. Now, what was you saying? Now finish your statement, baby.
All right, can y'all hear me?
I can hear you.
All right, can y'all hear me a little better? I got y'all on speakerphone. Can y'all hear a little better now? Is it still an echo?
You sound great.
All right. So my thing is this here. I don't understand, for the love of God, why in the world, why would Coach Peyton why would he limit the run? That makes no sense to me. It makes me question and evaluate his brain. What's going on up there? Because what Coach is doing don't make no sense, y'all. It don't make no sense what he's doing. And so my thing is this here. We know that Breeze can get it done. But with Alvin Kamara, something is clearly off with Alvin. Alvin is not there. I agree with you. I can't hear y'all. You know the devil is a lie.
No, Tyra, you fine, baby. I can hear you. I'm just being quiet. Listen to all your points.
Right. I hear you, yeah, but you know he's trying to get in on my end because I'm on this West Coast, but the devil is a liar because I'm coming through with these words on today. But anyway, that's what I don't understand. I don't understand why when he see that something isn't working, if it's broke, fix it. It's not broke. Why you stop running Tay to put in Camara? Why you do that? You understand what I'm saying? So you calling for the dome to get loud, but here you not doing nothing to help the dome stay on top. You know? The defense. Okay, let's get to the defense. The whole secondary sucks. I could have got out there and did better than the secondary on today, and I'm 51 years old. Them boys were absolutely They were horrible, and I love my team. I'm 39 years in this thing, 39 seasons in this thing.
Mm-hmm.
But the defense, the secondary did not show up. That feeling felt like back in the day loss. Just like when we lost that last game when they should have won. Those feelings from what happened back in the day is starting to come about with this team that's playing now. The letdown and the hurt. They're not playing like they really want it. Because when something is in your hands, you're going to do everything you can to keep that possession.
Mm-hmm.
Marcus Williams, he 3 or 4 years in the game. Ain't no way in the world he should have locked in on Kittle's face mask. Come on. What were you thinking? What were you thinking? We're 4th and 2. Come on, 4th and 2nd. Come on. All we had to do was hold the fort down.
Mm-hmm.
Eli can play when he want to play, but there is just some players that outmatch him, that makes him struggle. You know? But my thing is this here. Why not play closer? Why is the defense so far out? 5 and 10 yards away from the guys that they're facing. I'm not understanding. I don't understand why we play so far out. Why do we play so far out? I was so heated today. My head was spinning because it makes absolutely no sense of what they are calling and how and what they're doing. It makes no sense to me. You know, and right now I'm still hot as fish grease. You know what I'm saying? Because of the stupidity. And how we have played lately. We knew that eventually it was going to bite us in the butt. We knew this, but today was horrible. The secondary got washed up and was exposed big time.
Yes.
You know? I mean,
you're on the
it's
point.
hurtful.
You're on point.
What you say, Kim? I'm
I
sorry.
said, Tyra, you're on point, baby. Keep it going.
You know, I don't understand it. You got everything in your possession.
Mm-hmm.
You got everything. You got number 1 seed. You in the dome playing. You know, I mean, you come on, you in the playoffs. You done already clinched the division. Come on, man. It make me think, whose team are you really on? Who are you working for now? For real. Because that makes absolutely no sense. You feel me? Now, I got to put up with these whiner fans out here on this West Coast when I'm ready for Tony and all them boys come tomorrow morning. I got something for them. But at the same time, our team let us down. I feel like our team, they let us down. They really let us down at home. But here is the scenario here. I don't think we need home field advantage. I really don't. I agree with a lot of the fam on tonight. I feel like right in this season, we have been doing better on the road. And if we got to do it on the road, let's take it to the road. Because that's the only way that I see that we are actually coming out on top. We used to be beastie in the dome. Beastie in the dome. It's not there in this hour. It's not there. So I'm really hoping that we can do something on the road against these teams because, man, look, I don't know. Like I said, Jared Cook went out. Jared went out early. Sean Payton, no, if Jared is gone out, he's done. Run the ball, but not with Kamara. Why you stop running Latavius Murray, who had seven touches for 69 yards? That is almost 10 yards a pop. So why you stop that? What's happening with that? Why you bring this man in? No, he's not a Mark Ingram. He's supposed to be. He's a beast on his own. So why do Sean Payton regresses from running Latavius Murray? This man sitting on the sideline, you know, hurt probably. I see the hurt in him. I'm looking from a mother's perspective. You know, this man is looking hurt on the sideline. Well, why you stop running me? You know, why you stop running me? You know, so I'm just not pleased with our team. You know, I'm thinking that we were going to click on all three dimensions on today. But guess what? Defense, secondary let us down big time. They really, really did. They let us down big time. I understand the position of Craig Robinson. Craig is not always in the game. Yeah, he didn't do perfect. The pick kind of came off, you know, and that kind of gave him a little leverage or what have you. But we got a beat up team right now. We got a lot of folks that are hurting. How are we going to be successful? And nevertheless, not to mention not having another wide receiver, not being able to help in the clutches. I don't understand. I mean, we was winning the whole time with Teddy. Coach Payton was humble. He was patient. Now we get, and don't get me wrong, y'all. I love Breeze, but it's almost time for him to retire because we too stuck. We're too stuck in the things that Breeze does, and this is why we don't have a successful run game because Breeze is still there. Breeze is still there. I love him to pieces. Don't get me wrong. That's my boy. That's my ace, Boom Coon. But guess what? We cannot level up until, because the offensive line, if you think about it, fam, the offensive line is built to run.
Mm-hmm. You're right, baby.
We have built the run game. Why aren't we running? Why do we get away from running early on? Why? Something is not right with that. And I would hate to say that, you know, we hurt our own team, the people within. It ain't even, listen, we had 5 penalties on today. They did very, very well. We had 5 penalties on today, Q5.
I know.
They had double of what we had on today, the Winer Niners, because I don't like them boys. And every time we show up here on the West Coast in Levi, it's a Who That Nation hostile takeover. We taking over or what have you. But I don't understand. We should have won this game. You heard me? We should have won this game. There is no doubt about it, even after Jared went out. Now, Ted Ginn, I believe still in Ted Ginn. I know we say, this, that, and the other about him or what have you, and he got his little issues or what have you. But Ted can make it happen. He just got to get his mind right. He got to stay focused, and that's it. That's what I think. He got the speed, but he got to learn how to catch every ball. He got to learn how to catch every ball, and if he can advance and to get some more yards afterwards, then go for it. You know what I'm saying? We got an awesome team. We got an awesome team. Our coaching staff is awesome, but I don't understand why Dennis Allen played so soft in the first half. Why wasn't he blitzing? Why wasn't he blitzing earlier? I mean, it was like the play calling was just out of sync. It was like they didn't know what to do against this 49er team when Breeze got us afloat. He got us on top, but the play calling that they was calling could not sustain us.
Yep.
Could not sustain us. You know, and it just makes me wonder. How bad do you want it? Do you really, really want it?
That's a great point, Tyra. To be honest with you, baby, you nailed it all. I mean, you covered it all. It's great points. This is the kind of loss that should challenge the Saints' heart and soul to see what they want here.
Hugh.
Because when it come down to it, they had everything lined up, and maybe it was lined up a little too easy when you allow it to slip through your hands. Because true championship teams don't allow these type of situations to slip through their grasp like that. But Tyra, I appreciate. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm going to say this one last thing. But guess what? What happened in 2009 when we went to the Super Bowl? We had the number 1 seed.
Yeah.
You know, I just don't understand. It's a different type of team. But anyway, I love y'all, fam. I'm going to go back to watching. Thank you for having me, Q.
Thank you.
All I got to say is, who that, baby? It's still who that for life. You heard me?
Thank you, Tara. You be safe out there on the West Coast, baby.
Love
y'all,
you. Baby. Y'all be blessed.
Be
love
blessed.
Y'all, fam.
Bye, Tyra. Oh, Tyra, man, she's a ball energy. Love her, man. Big ups to Tyra, man, and all of the family members calling, man. Big ups to the fam, man. All right, family. Man, just love that, man. That was great, man. Glad to hear Tyra call. All right, we got our caller coming in. What's happening, fam? Thank you, baby.
Thank y'all, man. Y'all be blessed.
All right, family. We got feel free, the phone lines are open, family. Please feel free to call. Okay, there we go. All right, family, thank you for calling the Sports Coma and being patient. Family, who am I speaking with?
What up, Big Q? This Travis.
Urban, how you doing? Urban, how you doing, my brother?
No, Travis.
Travis. Oh, I'm sorry, brother. I thought I heard you, man. Travis, what's going on, my friend? How you doing, bro? How you doing?
Oh, I'm good, man. I'm gonna keep it short and simple, man. But first, who that to the fam?
Who that?
And I just want to say, it's not the offense that caused us to lose this game. It was the defense, hands down, and we need to point the blame to where it needs to be at. Dennis Allen and the defense. If you put up 46 points, you're supposed to win a game. That was a good offensive game today.
That's what I say too. Go ahead, Trav.
Yeah, but I think what everybody's saying is they want to blame Kamari and all of that, but it wasn't nobody fault on the offense. This was defense. Defense sold out from the beginning. And I just want to make that point because everybody attacking the offense, offense side of the ball, but the offense did their thing. We put the numbers on the board. The defense didn't hold their part of the bargain up.
You know what, Travis? I gotta agree with you. Insofar as that, you're right. The defense didn't do enough stops, but I think a lot of the family members are upset about the offense because they're looking at it in terms of saying that if Sean Payton had delegated or regulated the running game a little bit more, then it would have saved some of the time for the defense to be out there. The defense was out there a little bit too much. A lot of these drives the 49ers would do were big drives, 4, 5, 6 minute drives with the defense out there for extended periods of time. So that's why a lot of the family members are upset because they feel that if Sean Payton had ran the ball, then they could have controlled the clock here so far as the defense wouldn't have been you'd got a better and more efficient play out of the defense. They wouldn't have been as tired as to be able to defend against what the 49ers were doing. I think that's what the family was saying.
Okay. All right. I can see that point of view. I can see that point of view as well. But that's all I want to say though, man. Who that to the fam? You know, we took an L, but we're gonna be all right.
Well, I appreciate you, Travis, for calling my brother and them giving them that good support, that good positive energy, brother. Who that to you, and peace.
All right, peace out.
Peace. That's Travis, man, dropping the word. Appreciate you, Travis, for filling that in. Phone lines open, family. As you can tell, phone ringing off the hook. People won't get their call in. What's up, family? Thank you for being patient and calling the Sports Coma. Who am I speaking with?
Q, big brother, DeWright. How you doing, my man?
What's up, bro? What's going on, brother, man? How you feeling?
You know what, Q, to be honest with you, I'm good, man.
All right. Okay. Well, you need to share some of that good, calm energy, brother, because a lot of the family members upset, man.
Hey, you know what? I saw what y'all saw, so I'm not here to say anything different, but there's some things that I just want to bring to the family's attention.
Okay.
We got dogs on our team, Q. First of all, man, we got dogs that's willing to fight. And you got to trust them dogs when you put them out there to do just that. You don't go to the game being passive. And number one, every time I've seen Eli Apple play, and this is just my opinion, when you put this dude head-to-head, bump and run with somebody, he on his game. You're going to play those two receivers that the 49ers have 5 yards off, you're about to get killed across the middle the entire time.
Right.
That's one thing.
Yeah. Great point.
The second thing, Q, see Drew is a dog. See Murray's a dog. See Davis is a dog. That's 3 people that you know. If you tell them, all right, bruh, what's going on out there, and let's go out there and fight. Bruh, the Saints got dogs on their team. That whole team is full of dogs. But if you playing hesitant and don't give them an opportunity to go eat, they're not going to eat, my man. And that's all I want to say.
Well, I appreciate that, Direct. You be good out there in Florida, my friend, and thank you for that positive, that good insight, my brother. Who that to you?
Come on, my man.
That's Direct, man. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate the brother for his call, man. Him and Travis calling in. Phone lines open, family. Remember, talking to me is cheaper than calling your therapist. So go. So come on in. The line is open. I'd like to thank all of the courteous Sports Coma family members. Quite the lineup tonight. Calling in, man. Quite the few. Got another one calling in. What's up, fam? Thank you for patiently waiting to get on the line. Who am I speaking with?
Hey, what's up, Q? This is Irvin here, boy.
I'm sorry, Irvin. This is Irvin. I'm sorry. What's the name, brother? You got an echo.
Oh, Irvin, man.
Irvin. Okay, Irvin. Okay. I think I missed your calls up by mistake, bro. Because I hit your number. I think y'all might have called at the same time. And I thought I heard you say Irvin, and then he said no, Travis. Okay, I got it mixed up. But how you doing, Irvin? What you think about the game tonight, my brother?
Oh man, Q, I'm so disappointed. We should have had this one, man. We played around, Peyton didn't want to run the ball. We got to give it to Murray, man. You got to feed this man one. What a game changes when we start to take control. The 3rd and 1 call that takes him on the outside. That was a horrible play call.
Yes.
Horrible play call. Every time we ran left or right, it was putting Bosa on the same side Kamara was. Every time we tossed the sweep, Bosa was up the field to stop it. Every time we ran up the middle, 10, 12, 13 yards, and Peyton just got away from it.
You're right, Urban. That was good observation. That's true. Matter of fact, one of those plays,
he was playing left or right. If you go back and look at the film,
right?
And
No, you're right.
Kamara went to him.
Right, you're
put
right
Bosa
because
up the field, just nobody on the team had the speed to stop him from coming up the field.
And remember,
Peyton didn't see that. It was like, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me once, shame on me again. You know what I'm saying? Peyton just stuck with it, and it wasn't working. And people say the defense let us down. Don't blame the offense, but you got to understand, the offense got to put your defense in a better situation. When we got a chance to take control of the game, we wasn't going to be able to stop the Niners running today without the linebackers. So we should have been up 21 points. When it was 7-20, we should have been up 28. We should have made Garoppolo throw, and that's where we would have got our sacks. We would have been able to blitz. Then the game would have got out of hand. But we kept giving them the ball back, and they just kept it on the ground. They pretty much ran their way back into the game. If you notice, when we was up, next thing you know, we look up at halftime, we down by 1, when we should have been up by 21.
You're right, Irvin. I think one of that speaks levels, bro, because the Joey Bosa thing. When you talk about the Joey Bosa thing, noticing Joey Bosa, like one of the plays where Joey Bosa jumped up in there and knocked the ball over, deflected it over the top of Kamara's head. But had you understood the game plan, and this is what it just fascinates me, because running the ball would just neutralize a lot of that. Going sideline to sideline against a very fast defense with good defensive ends like that, usually, and they were smart. They knew what you were going to do. That's why that Bosa was set up in those situations to follow, or basically where Kamara was to be in that situation. That just didn't happen by happenstance. I mean, he happened to be there. No, they game planned you better than we game planned them, and that's sad because the fact the Saints had an opportunity in extended periods of time for preparation against the 49ers, and the defense and the offense goes in there and they lay this type of performance. And the thing is, I can understand it's a long NFL season, long football season. Guys get a little tired and stuff like that. But it's certain guys you should be able to rely on them. The Kamara, we're not going to get kind of crazy or loony here and say that it's time to trade him. I'm not going to say all that.
No, I'm not thinking that. He's not playing right, and it could be a multitude of things.
Right.
So I just think it got to be better play calling for him. These sweeps, like you said, against a fast defense,
that's not going to work.
Peyton put him in a lot of bad positions today, so I'm not blaming all of it, but he do got to bring more energy to it.
Right, but this is the thing, though. I was looking for him to have a sophomore slump, and really it's occurring in this year. As you can see that he's a step slower. Now, they say he's totally healthy. which he's a step slower, which it doesn't fit the reason why he's just so disjointed from the Saints offense. But usually a lot of people say he's missing Ingram, and that could be the case because they had a good relationship. They work really well together. But Latavius Murray is the type of back that right now needs to carry this offense. And it needs to, you need to go back to running the ball. Had the Saints adopted the play mindset of running the football through this game, the defense would have shut down and stopped a lot of the extra plays that the 49ers offense were running, because the Saints would have had an opportunity to control the clock more. I went over the time of possession stats between the Saints and the 49ers, and the difference between time of possession between both teams was 3 minutes. How's that possible? That means that you wasn't statting no time of possession, Sean Payton. You was just trying to outwing the fucking. Sorry, let's just stop right there. I'm gonna just. I almost let it whip right there. But the reality is that this is crazy to me, because you got in a chest-to-chest bump contest with this guy to decide on what we gonna do. Mm-hmm. You know, and I'm gonna outperform you. Exactly. And run over, and that's what this was.
Exactly,
and that's what this was.
What you could do, I could try to do better. He wasn't playing sticking to his game plan. He started Shanahan with all the play calls, especially when he pulled out that fullback option.
Yeah, his play.
Like, here we go.
Yeah,
here we go. He took a page from Peyton, and Peyton was like, "Well, I can outdo you." And I just like, all right, the game about to get out of hand. Like I said, it shouldn't have been that close. We wanted to make the game just like we did against Atlanta, one-dimensional. Have Garoppolo sit back and throw the ball. And one thing, like I said, everything Marcus Williams did, I won't say was bad. But on that 74-yarder to Sanders, I just feel like any decent safety,
he's supposed to stay back.
Safety would have picked that.
How he fell out?
Von Bell fell first. We had both safeties on one guy, and they both wound up on the ground.
How?
I'm like, what the hell is happening? And then Von Bell got up and went for the strip instead of making the tackle. If he would have made the tackle at the 2, we might have could have held that drive to a field goal instead of a touchdown. But he ran, caught up with the man just to try to strip the ball, and he run in the end zone anyway. Just man, just simple, small plays like that. Like I said, even with the catch. Tackle him at the 5 and let's try to save this touchdown and turn it into a field goal. Little things like that kill this game.
It was the Three Stooges out there, man. It was all kind of stuff. They're running into each other on the touchdown. When the guy Samuels caught, I think it was one of the wide receivers caught the touchdown, and the Saints trying to. I mean, it was like watching a bad episode of the Three Stooges. Slipping and falling. The only thing that those plays were missing was the special effects that you add that they have, and the nuck, and all that kind of stuff. I mean, it was just absolutely crazy, man. That the Saints have all that time to prepare.
But his rookie mistakes, I guess you got to get him out the way. They starting to hurt us in big games.
But
they're starting to hurt us. All he had to do was make that tackle. Yeah. And he just whiffed at the ankles, and like I said, Marcus Williams got to come up and push.
But Urban, I'm sick of the whiffing. I'm all whiffed out on Marcus Williams. You know, and I'm not just talking exclusively about the whiff at Minnesota.
You going all the way back to like this year in the Carolina game. He whiffed.
Yes,
he stayed whiffing. He had time to blow up quarterback.
Tampa Bay, Houston. I mean, it's several whiff periods. It's several.
He's a whiffing machine.
He's a whiffer. That's the bottom line. Once a whiffer, always a whiffer. And that's what he does. He does
this thing where he puts his head down and try to throw his back into the person with the ball. And it's like, you don't even know where he's at.
What is that?
Your head is facing the ground. By the time you look up, you missed the tackle and this man running the field. You're the safety. You got to be to be honest, you got to be the best tackle on the team. You're the last line of defense. You can't just be throwing your body in there. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. But Q, man, I appreciate your show. I listen to you guys every chance I get. I'm way out here in Kansas City. It's freezing cold. You know, I hate it. Try to come home when I can. Me and the fam had some gumbo for Thanksgiving. It was pretty good. I'm missing home a lot, man. It was good hearing from you and the people that call. Makes me feel better.
All right, no problem, Irvin, bro. I hope you stay warm up there, brother. And be good, brother. Just, everything gonna be fine, bro. And of course, I know sooner or later you'll get another shot to come back to the Big East and see the home, man.
All right, man. Y'all be good and who that, baby.
Who that to you, my brother? Peace. All right, that was Irvin, man. Appreciate the call, man. And you bringing up great points, and it's just one more. But let's get another call. We got a few more calls we're gonna get in. What's up, family? Thank you for being patient and calling the Sports Coma. Who am I speaking with?
This is Toby from Monroe, Louisiana.
What up, Toby? How you doing, brother? How you feeling?
I'm all right, Big Q. I'm all right.
All right. What's on your mind, brother? How you feel about this whatever this was we were a part of today? What you think about it?
Well, like I'll say this. I say this much. I'll give the 49ers and their coaching staff much credit. Much credit. They deserve it. You can't take anything away from them. But just like everybody was saying today, I don't know why that when it comes to big games or when it comes to coaches that have an offensive mind, it seems like Sean Payton wants to prove a point. Instead of just sticking to the mold that got us that 5-0 run with Teddy Bridgewater, that got us that vaunted top 10 defense, it seems like when it comes to another play caller, it seems like Sean Payton has this axe that he wants to grind with the media and everybody. He wants to be, to me, like he still wants that mantle to be, I'm the guy, as Bill Belichick is to defense. He wants to be that guy at offense. Wouldn't you agree?
I mean, I think according to what when Sean Payton gets into these ego battles, bro. And I think I definitely agree with a lot. Agree with what you're saying, and I think this was raw out egoism with Sean Payton today. With him taking on Shanahan, you can't tell me before this game started this was the game plan that they was going to march up against the 49ers.
It wasn't.
This couldn't have been. But then people say it was altered. You saying this was altered by the fact that Jared Cook had his injury, and that is true. I can get behind that. But you mean to tell me you can only prepare for one scenario? I thought you was an NFL
scenario.
coach.
Come on, bro. Exactly. One when you have a plethora of players. I mean, you have Mike Thomas. You even have Josh Hill. I don't know if the Arnold tight end, if he was available today. I mean, you even had him that could have did something to try to offset some of the workload that brought the Cook or whatever. But it just seemed like to me that Sean Payton wanted to try to show up Callahan like he tried to show up what's the guy in that division for the Rams? That coach, it seemed like every time when it comes to an offensive coordinator or whatever, that 09 Sean Payton wants to show his head. That 7-9 coach wants to rear his head or whatever. Instead of just taking that approach like we was doing with Teddy Bridgewater. Let's run the ball. That way, if we run the ball, we can be sound. We can be more sound on defense. To the young lady's point that called earlier, whatever, we could rest. We could do more things. So like with the Eli Apples, they won't be out there, on the island for so long and won't be showed up, as much, as the rest of them. But you can only do that for so long when you really don't have a counterpunch within the game instead of waiting to halftime. Want to make adjustments or whatever, but there was no real. If you look at, there was no real in-game adjustments right then and there. It was like, okay, let's wait till the next series or whatever. Instead of taking like the New England Patriots approach. If the run is not working, okay, let's pass. Okay, if the deep pass is not working, let's go to the short pass. Let's go to the intermediate pass. Let's find whatever we could find that would get us in rhythm that could offset this offense to where it could better help our team or whatever. But until we come to if we can come to a meeting of the minds and realize, okay, look, Drew Brees isn't the Drew Brees of what we had in yesteryears as far as like having the deep ball in our arsenal or whatever. Let's just dial it back and let's just play smarter ball. Let's just run. We finally got what we want on defense. Let's run the ball. Let's use Drew Brees more in the play action like we were doing Teddy Bridgewater, and I think we'd be okay. Me personally.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't you agree?
I definitely would agree. I think that's a good idea to institute more of the running game. Elvin Kamara eventually will You know, he would.
He didn't want it today, bro.
No,
I'm sorry. He did not want it today.
I mean,
I don't know if he's not healthy, but he looked like he didn't want. There's a difference when you getting the ball. I'm talking about hitting a hole with conviction, like Murray. When Murray hits that hole or whatever, Murray looking to take somebody's head off. Kamara, he looked like if there was an opening, then yeah, he's gonna hit it. But I'm talking about that Kamara that's shaking off 2 and 3, and it's gonna take another 2 and 3 to get him down. We didn't see that guy today, you know. And I never until all the other callers, when you call a football player sorry, that's saying a lot. That's saying a lot. Until you see it up close and personal and play the game or whatever, you know, I'll never call another player or, you know, players, you know, sorry or anything like that. Let me say that first and foremost or whatever. But it's just a thing of, like I say, defensively, we wasn't on our game today. And secondly, that Sean Payton and some of that play calling was suspect today, if you ask me. And with that, like I said, I'm gonna hang up. I enjoy the show. Thanks for taking my call, and I'll be a regular call, brother.
Thank you, Irvin. Appreciate you, my friend. And Toby, I'm sorry, Toby. Thank you, brother.
No problem, brother.
Thank you. I got so many, but appreciate your call, bro. Who that to you, and appreciate that positivity, my brother. Who that?
Okay.
That was Toby calling in, fam. Appreciate you. Oh, look like I just lost whoever it was. Whoever that was just called in, fam. I just hit the button. Y'all just must have clicked off. The live line is open. Thank you, Toby. Appreciate you, brother, for them great points. And I agree with the brother saying. See, and I can get the point about the tight end about Jared Cook looking like he was going to be the focal point of the Saints offense. But as well, when he went down, the Saints should have shifted to the run-based attack. Look at the numbers, man. The numbers say that Latavius Murray was averaging 9.9 yards per rush. You know, that says a lot. Thank you for being patient and listening to the Sports Coma family. Who am I speaking with? Thank you for calling the Sports Coma family. Who am I speaking with?
Hold on, man. Kane.
I'm sorry, brother. What's your name?
Kane.
Kane. All right. What's going on, my brother? How you doing tonight?
Oh, man, I'm doing good, man. Listen. I'm up here in Atlanta. So, you know, I'm born and raised Baton Rouge, man, but I live in Atlanta now.
Okay.
So, listen, when I tell you the heat is on up here, man, I think we overacting it just a little bit.
Okay.
Just a little bit.
All right, break it down, Kane.
Fans,
talk to the family. Explain to them what's going on, fam.
Listen, man, when you watching the Saints this year in New Orleans, you got to look at that defense. Everything that we talking about tonight, that's been going on with this team. We just when the losses occur, then we get in our feelings and we start noticing it. But when the wins occur, you don't point that kind of stuff out. That stuff been going on with our team. It been going that what I could call it. Whatever we didn't have last year, that's what it's not there this year. It's been like that though. But I think because of the wins, we just choose to kind of like overlook that stuff. But then when we lose, we point that stuff out and like, hey man, it's the problem. And Marcus Williams, but Marcus Williams been doing that a lot this year, missing tackles. That stuff didn't just started tonight. I mean, so I think too. I can hear you would say it.
No, go ahead, bro. I'm listening to you. Go ahead.
So I think we overreacted. I think the Saints play good on one of them underdog roles. Let's just play this underdog role. Because when we're heavy favorites, man, what always happen with us? Let's just be under the spotlight. Let's just sit there and let's just let them pick against us. Let's just let the world just straight up say, hey, New Orleans ain't good. They ain't going to do this. Let them pick against us. And this year, let's see how our team respond to it. Because right now with me, and maybe I'm a little superstitious, but I think when the bright lights on us, man, I just think we don't show up. And today was one of them games where everybody was kind of picking New Orleans, and look what happened. And it's frustrating for one. But then I'm like I said, I'm in Atlanta. So, man, I got a lot of people out here that was, hey, New Orleans still a good team, man. Y'all lucky. It could be worse. Y'all could be Atlanta right now. So it could be worse. You know, you look at the schedule right now, we got a more favorable schedule to still win home field advantage than Green Bay and the 49ers.
Mm-hmm.
We just have to win out.
Yeah.
But I think, hey, don't trust me. I'm a Who That fan. Hey, look, from way back too. But man, I think we just overreacting with it. I think we just gotta take a little, take a little pause for a minute, breathe. Hey, look, let's just get to the drawing boards. And if we know Sean Payton like we know Sean Payton, he's gonna chew them players' hands out. He's gonna get on them. He's not about to just let them get away with that. And then he gotta look at himself in the mirror also for some of the play callers he do for him. Man, Sean Payton been doing that all year long. Even with the wins we accepted, so we gotta accept it with the bad too. And that's all I'm saying. Like, hey, I feel like everybody else feel upset, mad, don't ever want to lose a game. But all I'm saying is, man, sometimes we gotta take the good with the bad and the bad with the good. Sean Payton ain't changed how he been coaching all this year and all last year, and we accept the wins like that. So, hey, man, we just gotta roll with it. Just stay behind the team. Hey, just stay behind the coach. And luckily, we win out, man, we could still end up having the number one seed in the playoffs. We could still have the number one seed in the playoffs. We just gotta trust our team. Me, man, I'm mad. Yeah, I'm upset. I can look at Eli Apple and say he this and he that. But man, the guy made some good plays, and then, that's what I'm saying. We just gotta get behind this team and just run with it. Just run with it. Because other than that, it's nothing gonna change. Eli's not gonna get benched. Marcus Williams not gonna get benched. You see what I'm saying? We just gotta get behind this team and hope for the best. That's all I can really say, man.
Well, Kane, brother, I appreciate that perspective, my brother. Thank you for that positive energy, man. You're absolutely right. To be quite honest with you, if Atlanta fans telling you that man, it's all good, and the fact that you're still in the hunt, which we are, it's just the fact that you have when the family have a high bar set. And when we stumble a bit, it's disconcerting. But you're absolutely right to be positive and keep our heads up and know that if this is a championship team, they'll make the proper adjustments eventually.
And just think about it. Let's just be honest. Before that Baltimore game, could you honestly, and I'm telling you, I'm a diehard New Orleans fan, could you honestly say that you really believe that the Saints was playing on the same level as the 49ers in the last few weeks? No, they haven't. They haven't. They have not been one of the hottest. We've been getting by. We haven't been one of the hottest teams coming into this game against 49ers. I was surprised that we put up that many points because we struggled a lot on offense and defense. So I was surprised that we even put up that many points. To be honest with you, I wanted to win, but I was almost hoping that we didn't get blown out in this game. Because they've been more of a complete team than we have. We have not been a complete team. 1 week the offense might be clicking, the defense ain't clicking. 1 week the defense might be clicking, the offense ain't clicking. And 1 week you might have a special team clicking, and neither one of the other two clicking. So we just gotta pull it together because we have not been consistent this year. Like in my eyes, we're not a Super Bowl contender team. For to be 11-3 right now, man, that's a blessing. Because come on, they got teams that play better than us and not even 11-3. So we just gotta, hey man, we just pull it together, man. Who that nation, man? We going to Super Bowl. We going to Miami this year. We just gotta keep riding with it. We going.
All right, I appreciate you, Kane, with that, brother. Thank you for your great testimony, man, brother, and that good talking, bro. Appreciate the call, fam.
No problem, man.
Who that? That's Kane, man. Kane calling from Atlanta. Big ups to the brother. Giving the positive word, man, telling the family to keep their head up. All right, family. Let's keep it going, family. The live number is open. That was Kane just hanging up from Atlanta. The brother was saying, man, let's kind of pump our brakes on this one here. But that's a good perspective as well. That we can understand that we feel fortunate that we are in this position. But I just know, man, deep down inside, the Saints are going to be just as upset as we are, and that is because they know that they didn't have a really good performance against a very quality team. Thank you for calling the Sports Coma family. Who am I speaking with?
What's going on, Q? This Paul, man.
What up, Paul? How you doing, family?
Man, Q, watching this game, I felt like I was at a funeral.
I called it the funeral dome. I just didn't think we would be the ones in the casket.
You called it, Q. You called it, Q. It ain't nothing worse than being at a funeral with some with the eulogy and the preacher no preaching. Lord have mercy. He gave you a good eulogy, man.
What you think about the game, Paul? What was your top 3 bullet points on this one, brother?
Top 3, the secondary is gonna get us beat in the playoffs. I'll tell you that right now. And Sean Payton and Dennis Allen are too bullheaded. They're not trying to make no adjustments. And you know what, Q? It's really getting crunch time, and it's really gonna get to be a little too late to really make too many changes at this point in the game. What you think?
Well, I think they can still make the adjustments, and a lot of what Kane was saying is very true. You know, the Saints are still in the position where they played through the season, you know, well enough. In some situations, you've seen the Saints come out and they perform very well. But on the last 2 weeks, the Saints have not been performing up to snuff. Drop passes, lack of concentration most of the times, and just totally you're not sinking. The Saints have kind of gotten into December where they did lose this game, and it was a tough loss because it meant so much. And I think that's why a lot of the family members are so upset, is because it meant so much. Winning this game means that you hold rank at the top of the NFC, and that also means home field advantage throughout the playoffs. That's about as big a deal as you can get besides winning the Super Bowl, is holding that home field advantage throughout the playoffs and playing in the Superdome. And the Saints did not take advantage of that, and it's because they went outside of the team-based concept. And Sean Payton wants to try to overdo Shanahan, and that's what the game plan was. You know, why would you not be more consistent with the run? But the point is that the Saints have built up enough where they can be able to have 1 or 2 flubs that they can regroup from. You know, they're not one of these other teams that's, you know, on the, you know, like the Eagles or the Cowboys who barely on the playoff doorstep. The Saints have positioned themselves where they can basically come back around to the number 1 ranking eventually. It's not what we perceive what should happen. You should have took care of business if you're a Super Bowl contender, but even Super Bowl contenders fall short during the season and have to regroup to come back. So, you know, let's just keep it going, family, and keep it moving. But I'm upset about the loss, and I'm upset about the loss because I understand the psyche of the team is to win a Super Bowl. Well, guess what? You have to take care of business when it presents itself. You have to run the ball and be balanced against a team that has problems running the ball. You know, it's like, okay, they're better against the pass, so we're gonna show you that they're not as good as that. That's not the correct mentality, and that's why we're so upset here in the show. And I appreciate the positive words from all of our brother and sister who's saying it, but a lot, like I say, it's looking at a game a certain way. Not everybody views the game a certain way. Certain people view the game differently, and I guarantee you, if you go in the Saints locker room, you'll find more of them upset like I am than you would find some that weren't. I'm just gonna keep it real with you, because the reality is they know that they had an opportunity in their hands and squandered it. And I don't understand, you know, and think about it in your own personal life for a second, family, that you had this great opportunity to advance in the profession that you are in, or it might have something to deal with more money, or you might have won a contest, who knows? But you had an opportunity and it was in your hands and you didn't act on it accordingly, and it ultimately went to someone else. Wouldn't you be upset about that? It's like, man, I had it, and oh man, I should have did this and I didn't do it. That's the feeling that we have right now, because that window of opportunity opened and presented itself to you today, and it slammed in your face. Now you have to wait for it to open again at some other interval of time, if it chooses to open again. If it happens, because it could very well not happen again. Because you only have 3 weeks left, and the teams could stay as they are and win out, and you be forced to stay where you are. You'll be in the playoffs. It wouldn't be ideal, but you will be in the playoffs. And records say the Saints are 1-5 under Sean Payton on the playoff road. 1-5, the only win coming against the Philadelphia Eagles in Philadelphia that year. So, I mean, it goes to show you, man.
That's pathetic. That sounds like Bora. Well, he went 0 for 4, but you know.
Right. Well, 1 for 5, and in the opposite record, 5-1 in the dome. So, but it goes to show you that, you know, why it's a fight to secure that position. It's not a given Let's not look at it like it's a given that opportunity would present itself again. You could very well stay where you are. Only thing happens is the two teams ahead of you keep winning out to hold it. You know, that's the reality of the situation. You might have doomed yourself to the ranking. Yeah, you're in the playoffs, but this is, according to your history, is disadvantage to you. You're going to have to win it the hard way when you had it in front of you where you could have it and you gave it up. That is what the frustration and disgust is. And it wasn't even the fact that it was just two brutes going at it. It was an entertaining game, but it was the fact that they took themselves out of the game insofar as have an opportunity to control the game, the time of possession, and you fail to do so because of the coaching. This is coaching. There's some miscues on the field from the players, but when you have to know your team and understand that who is the hot hand, and you're supposed to ride the hot hand. And Sean Payton know who the hot hand is, and so does Drew Brees. That's why he constantly feeding Mike Thomas the ball. Mike Thomas is the hot hand. And they ride the hot hand. They understand it in the passing game. Why not the running game? Latavius Murray got the smoke right now. Kamara is a zombie. He dead. He dead right now. Nothing rhythmatic is going through Alvin Kamara. That does not mean that he won't get it back. That does not mean that I want him to be traded or released. That does not mean that at all. What it means is you're always taught to ride the hot hand. And just a little side information, and Paul is on the line. He's our resident historian on Saints Matters and basically football matters, period. He would co-sign on me with it, knowing that a lot of old coaches believe that rookies, anytime you got rookies in supreme situations, rookies represent losses. That's what a lot of the old school coaches represent. And that has been proven, over and over. The last couple of years, you had rookies in positions of intense stress, and they let you down. You had Dan Arnold dropping the touchdown pass last year, but people want to talk about the referee. No, if Dan Arnold caught that touchdown pass in that NFC Championship game, the Saints would have went to the Super Bowl. Marcus Williams was a rookie at the time, whiffed on a tackle on Stephon Diggs. He had tackled Diggs like he was supposed to, which is keep your head up and tackle him and hit him. Then the Saints would have won that game and went on to the NFC Championship game against Philadelphia, who I say they would have beat to go on to the Patriots. Saints lost that game. That was a rookie. Now you look at it today, and Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, all he had to do was to tackle Kittles right there, and then it basically they would have not won the game. But then Marcus Williams pops up in the picture on the same play and grabs the man's face mask and give him even more 15 yards on top of the play, to basically assuring them the win. This is the type of nonsense that's killing you.
That right there, I'm glad you got on that part of the game. And you know what? That's a total lack of defensive technique and discipline for them to do something like that. I mean, that was just total. If all we just had to do, the tight end, you up here, what, 5'11", 190 pounds soaking wet. You going against somebody, what, 6'4", 6'5", 240, 50 pounds. Strong as Kittles was, you couldn't go up top on him in the first place. Why did it hit him low, Q? I just didn't understand that thinking right then.
It's just Marcus Williams. It's the enigma of what Marcus Williams represented. That's why I said during the show, when we had the NFC Championship game, when we played against the Vikings and he was there and he whipped on a tackle, that I was like, you got to cut him right now. He'll never get right from that. He'll never get right. And you think he'll get better as time going, and then you'll see constant, this year alone, constant whiffery from this guy. Whiffery. That's right. Whiffery, which means this guy is a whiffaholic. That's all he does. He needs to get counseling because he's a whiffer. A whiffaholic. He is on the whiffer. Instead
of vaping, he whiffing.
He whiffing. He's a whiffaholic. He can't get away from it. And there's several different junctures of time that this man has been whiffing. He can't stop the whiffing. It is embedded in his mindset. He's 6'1". He got good size. Okay. He got good speed. He has the biggest shoulder pads of any of the defensive backs. Look at him. And you got those shoulder pads on, you're supposed to lay somebody out. And this guy constantly whiffing at people. He whiffed at Deshaun Watson in the first game when he could have blew him up on the goal line. He whiffed at the first game. What was it, against the The Rams, in the Rams game, he did a whiff.
Right.
And then several other times after that the guy just is a whiffaholic. So I can't
He did
truly.
Carolina too a couple times.
That's right. I'm saying when you got the opportunity to destroy players, and that's the mindset. And I'm not, giving this guy and saying that he's on Ronnie Lott's level. But listen, if you study Ronnie Lott's mentality, that's what it's about. It's the fact that in today's NFL, you can still hit them where they won't call the penalty. But you got to make them understand that you cannot and will not come across here without getting your tail toe up. There was it's no fair.
Why they threw the flag on Gardner Johnson? I didn't see that.
That was
bull.
On WWL. That was bull. That was outright bull. They should have called it a
catchable ball if that had been New England.
That was absolute, Paul. I'm glad you brought that up because I was going to make
a New England defense. There had been a no catchable ball. And they wouldn't have got that
play in which that play when Gardner Johnson went down to tackle the fullback was a bunch of malarkey. That was garbage. Garbage. It was trash because the guy, you can't tell me that the safety's already committed to the tackle and the offensive player is going down and down and down and down. And then he knew that he conned the referees because the bastard automatically grabbed his helmet like he had some kind of concussion. But several plays later, this bastard back in the game. See, that's what type of foolishness I'm talking about. And then Blandino or whatever mafia person you want to put up there, Italian mobster man you won't throw up there because it's all the same deal. That they justify. It's always some guy that's trying. I mean, come on, man. It's just nonsense, man. That was bull, man. And then the fact that the special teams play where you can't call a pass interference on the special team, that wasn't what Sean Payton was saying. He wasn't talking about the pass interference. There's no pass interference on that play. He was talking about the holding. But the rules guys and Charles Davis, who will sit up here trying to explain away everything that's going on in the field, doing a little too hard business, almost like he getting paid by the refs to try to explain away stuff. That's why I do not like Charles Davis. That's why I would dad slap the hell out of Charles Davis. I don't want him.
I believe you on the tape.
I don't want him on our games. I hate when he's televising our games because all he does, he's just a puppet and a shield and a spineless yellowback joke of a commentator that all he does is sit up there and agree with them referees. The thought process wasn't about the pass interference.
Flipping the referees some checks to make sure the Saints don't get too far. I really believe that.
The thing is, I can't even put it on the refs. Because this is just garbage time play. Anytime you get to a point where we doing a fake field goal to move the ball, going into fake field goals and stuff like that during the game, when you got a running back that's averaging 10 yards a run, why are you playing anything? You shouldn't end up being in a shootout with the 49ers. This was a game where you wasn't even supposed to get involved with that. It's just a running guy. It's running the ball. You knew they were soft against the run. You did not even take advantage of that. That needs to be explained to me. Why in the hell are we practicing and going and sending scouters and getting statistical breakdowns all for you to sit up here and ignore it all and just go into this game plan and just wing the goddamn ball all around? And then Latavius Murray sitting up here once again, averaging 9 yards a rush, and he does not get any play. Then when he start running, every time he run, the crowd gets involved, the pile gets moved, and then a play later, out, and here come the zombie running up in there. I mean, that's why people are upset because it's not astrophysics, Paul. It's not quantum physics, man. This is football.
You know what, Q? Kamara need to stay out of Atlanta. First of all, party. You don't need to be in Atlanta. That's one thing. You need to stop all that smoking them funny cigarettes and focus on football, man. Come on now.
I feel you, Paul.
If you keep hanging out there, you're going to get in trouble. You know Atlanta don't like us. Just keep on. You know?
And that's what it is. Like you said, the ping pong machines and Pac-Man and
out of
laser
there.
tag and all
Take 'em
that.
out of there.
Get rid of Club
Take it
Saints
out of
and
there.
Club Mid Saints and let's get ready to football. Because they're not taking it serious, Q. They're not taking it serious at all.
Paul, I said it last show after the Atlanta game. I said, Sean Payton, take all the ping pong tables, take all the old ass Nintendo games that you've been hearing in the background, take all that out of there. Now they played up to a point. It's December now. We don't need to be sit up here having that. It need to be the focus is on football, getting to the playoffs, finishing strong. This is not a situation in which the Saints can take it lightly like they did against Atlanta. And Sean, and you come into this game, you have to call a balanced game. Right. And see, and people saying, well, Q, why are you so upset about it, Q? And I'm going to tell you this way, because if you had extra time to prepare for this game. You had extra time to prepare for this game, and this is what you was preparing to do. This is what you was going to put before, say, let's here go the game plan. This is what we was going to do to the 49ers. It took you that long? We sit here on the same platform and said over and over to your ass to run the ball because they couldn't stop you from running the ball. They could not stop you over and over and over and over.
All day long.
All day. Run the ball. And I said that it shouldn't have been even a close game. I said this is not a close. And see, that's one point I disagree with Kane on. Well, Kane said that he didn't think that we would be able to be in the same, that we wouldn't be able to keep up with them. No, that's not true, brother. The 49ers ain't played a team like the Saints all damn year long. They played Seattle. Seattle's not like the Saints. The Saints, the reason why the Saints are struggling through these last few games, bro, is not because they're dealing with talent issues. It's the fact that their coach is taking them out of these games because he's too pass happy. He's instead of staying disciplined, a good disciplined coach knows when to run the goddamn ball and pass the ball.
That's true.
This is what this is. This is not because the Saints are slow and sloppy. This is the fact that your coach is undisciplined. That's why you're losing. That's why you lost this game to tonight. We could talk about the defense, and that's true. The defense gave up, but the defense shouldn't have been out there that long. If you would have been running the goddamn ball like you were supposed to run the ball, the defense wouldn't have been that tired. They would have gave a better performance. Because despite the fact that they were out there that long, they still gave you 3 sacks and a turnover.
That's the old Mora days.
It shouldn't have been that close. Yeah. This shouldn't have been a 48-46 game. Sean Payton, 3 minutes is the difference in time of possession. 3 minutes.
Right.
The Saints were averaging. Listen, Murray averaged 10 yards a game, 10 yards a rush in this game. And that's not the first time he did that. He did that several other times to the previous teams. So why are you ignoring Murray and you're putting players that don't have that rhythm, that don't have that it factor? Kamara is dead right now. Hence the new nickname until he shakes back, a.k.a. Elvin Kamara the zombie. Because he's a non-factor. He is a zombie out there. He's a zombie out there. The heat and the energy is Latavius Murray. You cannot deny the fact that the man averaging 10 yards a rush in this game, and you got him on the bench because you trying to outdo Kyle Shanahan. You're trying to outdo Kyle Shanahan. Now listen, family. I'm gonna put this. We going on the record, and I want y'all all to remember this. We going on the record. If the Saints never redeem themselves and get that #1 ranking in the playoffs back, is because of your coach. You remember that. You remember that. Don't you dare put that on that offense. Don't you dare put that on that defense. Don't you dare put that on that special teams. You put that on that coach, that head coach who don't let Carmichael call the plays. He want to call the plays. So if you won't call the plays, you gonna take the heat.
stupid.
You gonna take the
So-
heat. Because this is a tournament where they might
he
not
didn't
ever
even
get
listen
that
to Drew
back.
Brees this week, Q. You know, he didn't listen to Drew this week either, did he?
Listen, Drew had it. Drew threw for 5 touchdowns and rushed for 1. He was responsible for 6 touchdowns. He didn't get sacked. He had a play where he had twisted his way out of a sack. Drew was masterful. I had to give it to Drew. Drew was masterful. But what I'm talking about is the fact that the game plan is predominantly controlled by Sean Payton. He is the play caller. He was the ones that's cycling these guys in and out of these lineups and sending these packages in. Latavius Murray should stay in there. If he wants Alvin Kamara to get involved, let him get involved as a receiver. Nobody's saying not keep him in there. But the truth be told, but even if he's not, he's still a decoy that they got to respect.
That's true.
Even if he's in there. So that is the reality.
He disappeared today too. I don't know where he was at. He must have been in the concession stand.
That's what I'm talking about. It's the cute stuff. We don't need that all the time. They can't expect Taysom Hill to show up every game like he did last game when he blocked a punt and had a running and a catching touchdown. Come on. You can't expect that every game. He's a gimmick. He's a gimmick player. Players meaning sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. Your real players are the ones you rely on. Michael Thomas gets it every game. Alvin Kamara used to get it every game until he got bit by something and he became a zombie. Now he's just out on the field, half dead, unconcerned, and people say, well, he got a nonchalant attitude. No, bro. Body language is everything. When you see him running in that pocket, is he running like Latavius? Is he running like his hair on fire? Is he dragging defenders like he was doing early on before he got injured?
No, Phil.
He ain't none of that.
I don't know if he got his bell wrong. He started to act like Glam Newton. What you think?
We got to flip it. We got to flip it. That's why we got depth on teams. When a guy's not showing up, you move him out and put the next guy in. We did that you know what? If people love Mark Ingram so much, then why the hell that when Mark Ingram ass was fumbling the ball down here, what did Sean Payton do? He pulled him out and put the running back in him, and that was Hightower. He put Hightower in, and Hightower took Mark Ingram's job until Mark Ingram got pissed enough to take it back. We got to do the same thing to Alvin Kamara's ass. We'll make him think he's better than Ingram. If he can fumble, he fumbled like Ingram did, and they took him out and put Hightower in there. It's time to do the same thing to Kamara. They're not responding with him at the running back.
Don't forget about Ted Ginn, the William Boy, Robinson. Go and blast all of them. Just hit yourself.
Bro, listen. I've been talking about Marcus Williams. Marcus Williams is a serial whiffer. That's the bottle I've been saying that about. He a serial whiffer. He can't help himself. He's a whiffaholic. Wow. He needs to go to the whiffling class so he can get cured of his whiffaholic. I think the kid is done psychologically. Because you got a safety that has the potential to light people up, but he doesn't. He tackles their ankles. Rolls around, he throws his shoulder into him. That is, I would not dare teach a child to tackle with such ridiculous techniques. That's terrible, man. But this guy grabbing the face mask of Kittles during that play was absolutely unforgivable. It basically guaranteed the 49ers are winning this game. That was absolutely unforgivable. How dare you, with that stupidness, come out here and grab the guy's face mask on a crucial play. And he continues to do this, which infuriates me, which tells me he shouldn't be here.
Pushing the receiver out of bounds, to keep him catching the ball.
But this was at the most,
like the whole secondary is brain dead.
But this was at the most pivotal time. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson took let Kittles get too far and try to tackle his ankle. That was a rookie mistake. But Marcus Williams got caught up with Kittles, should have pushed him out of bounds or basically held him in bounds and brung him down. You didn't have to grab his face mask and hold on to it while they was running downfield so both referees seen it. He might have touched it and let it go, but he held on to it and dragged down. That is, you need to be benched for that. So there was no accountability, Paul. I'm sorry.
You should never let him break containment. There was no. You got to blame the whole defense for that.
Listen, you are not going to go anywhere with no accountability. You have a coach with no accountability. He just takes the game plan, put it on his goddamn shoulders, and have big puffed up contests and ego contests with Shanahan trying to outdo him offensively, as opposed to play behind the concepts of a team, not about your individual I-ness to beat that goddamn man over there. The other thing is, if Marcus
He didn't want
Williams,
to get out coached. That's what it was, kid.
if Marcus Williams is the type of guy that cost us that play on the end, he need to suffer the ramifications of that. So does players like Ted Ginn Jr. that dropped the ball and Elvin Kamara who fumbled. They don't need to be starting the next game. They need to be benched. Because that's how you light a fire under a zombie like Kamara right now, is by taking his job. Where is the accountability? Where is the accountability for this team? This is not, listen, for the people that's out there that's saying to me, Q, cool out, chill out. It's just one game.
No, man, you gotta let that out, Q. It's true.
You are wrong. That's not just one any type of game, man.
Whoa, man.
This was for the number 1 seed in the playoffs, which represents home field advantage throughout the playoffs. Meaning that any game, the only game that you don't play is in the Super Bowl. That's what this represents. And the fact of the matter that you squandered it, Sean Payton, means that it might not ever come around again. You basically hoping and praying that Green Bay or the other team, San Fran, stumble and fall and give you an opportunity to sneak back in there. Now you tell me if that's royalist. You tell me if that's worthy of championship football. That's why I'm upset. That's why I'm upset. That's why I'm upset. Because you don't back your ass into no Super Bowl like that. It don't work like that. You got to represent. You got to beat everybody in front of you. And the Saints are laying down. And I'm telling you, they taking it like that in a building. Where is the accountability? Where is the accountability? Will Elvin Kamara start next week from fumbling? How about Marcus Williams? What happens to him? What about Ted Ginn Jr. with his junk and bull crap? What happens? I'm telling you, if there is no accountability, you won't get far in this playoff race.
You won't, Q. And you know, it even goes to the front office. What's going on up in there? Mickey Loomis? Is he being Mickey Mouse or what?
And another thing, Paul, not to cut you off, but I want to get this out.
Go ahead.
Another thing I want to talk about this is, listen to this, fam. The reason why I'm so upset about this as well is the fact that you had an opportunity to show yourself up against team. It shouldn't even be 48-46. It shouldn't even been that. If the Saints did what they were supposed to do, they would have beat this team by 3 scores today. But the mere fact that Sean Payton, even when he went into and came out of the halftime show, continued to do the same stuff. And everybody and his mama knew that you beat the 49ers by running, not throwing at them. You can't have you set your whole damn defense up for failure, man. Because when you running the ball, you keeping your defense on the sideline, they resting. You too busy trying to have a sling battle with them and your defense out there, and both defenses is tired. Come on, man. That's not how we play football down here. You won't get your goddamn chest pumped out. It could cost us the playoffs right now. That's what's at stake. Because you ain't guaranteed to get nothing. At the end of the day, all they have to do is win the last few games. They keep their position. You will have to stay out to the 3rd position and fight your way in through the road. You good with that? You say, yeah, Q, I'm good with that. Okay, what if you good with that? You good with that. I'm not good with that. I'm not good with that. If you're a Super Bowl team, you're supposed to take it from them. You don't wait for somebody to give it to you. It ain't going to fall in your hand out of the sky. No, you take your destiny in your hands. You win these games the way you're supposed to do it, and then there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. The 49ers, big ups to the 49ers. They played, but the Saints did not do what they were supposed to do, and they had plenty of opportunity to prepare for this team, and they still came out here and ran a pass-happy game trying to outscore Shanahan because he got his head stuck up his ass because he's trying to beat that man over there and make himself look good as opposed to winning the game the correct way. Had he done it the correct way, he would have beat Shanahan because that'll set desperation and everything else in their head because they would have dealing with a short clock over there and a fresh defense from the Saints. Y'all tell me if I'm lying over here. Tell me if I'm wrong to be upset by the fact that you're supposed to take it in your hands if you're a champion. You don't leave nothing to destiny. And you know it and I know it.
You take what you want.
That's why I'm upset.
That was championship team good. You know. And Q, what's more easy? You live in New Orleans, high-rise building. You got the 16th floor. What's easier, taking the elevator or the stairs?
Think about it. This loss, the Saints decided to take the stairs trying to get to the Super Bowl. Now you think
taking the
how hard this
elevator,
gonna be?
Paul. Taking the elevator, Paul. Taking the elevator.
If it's working,
That's right.
you know. But they played the stairs today. It just made it harder. Green Bay and them ain't finna just lay down for just try to help New Orleans. They ain't got nothing at stake in that, you know. So hey, you know, hey, Chubb, like I say, call him out. I mean, hey, I wish I knew he was listening, man. He's getting pathetic with his play call. I think he getting Alzheimer's or something, you know.
Yeah, well,
because I'm really about to the point. Let Drew call his own plays. If push come to shove, I mean, come on now, this is getting ridiculous.
Well, I mean, Paul, it is what it is right now, fam. We sitting at number 3 right now. Current, if you check the playoff indicators, and I'm looking at them right now, currently speaking, the Saints are now, they went from 1st to 3rd, and they are now sitting on the outside looking in. So I mean,
who we play? What's the last 3 games? Four more games we got. Who we playing?
You got 3 games left. You got
who we playing next?
You got the Colts at home, and then 2 away games, which are the Titans and the Panthers at the end of the season.
Oh, them Titans and the Colts, them 2 games. Worry me, Q. Oh, have mercy.
They got it.
And you know Tennessee gonna be hitting. Oh, they gonna be hitting.
Well, we're gonna have to see. Since this is obviously we didn't want to take the elevator, we want to take the stairs to prove something to ourselves. So I guess that's just what we're gonna have to do. I thought it was. You know what? And let me say this, family. These are not my lofty expectations that I'm throwing upon the Saints. This is what your coach is telling me. So if I'm upset, I'm upset because I'm being lied to. If that's the case, Sean Payton and the Saints said that they are the ones that are playing these games to get in position for the playoffs. So if I'm upset because you're not living up to your end of the agreement. That's what I'm upset by. But I'm gonna use your analogy, Paul. Being that the Saints don't want to use the elevator, they want to run up the stairs like they cross training or something. That's fine. That's the role we on right now. So whatever happened to the previous role when you was walking on the golden elevator going up, that's over with. You got smacked down. Now you got to go up the hard way. That's where we are. So let's see what we gonna do here.
It's just like taking finals in college or graduate school. Whatever grades you get at the end, that's it, baby. Ain't no do-overs, you know.
3 games left.
And New Orleans to put themselves in that position, you know.
It's what it is, Paul. It's one of them things, brother. It's just it's insane, man. But this is where we are. This is where we are.
Well, man, I just like I said, it'd be bad if Sean Payton might have been our biggest enemy, you know.
Yeah.
I'd be sad to have to say that.
Right.
But it's looking like it's not looking too good, man. It just really ain't. Can't get out of it.
Listen, I think this is the thing. You know, when you have soul-crushing losses, this was a soul-crushing loss to many people because it represented stuff going into this is playoff setting. This represented the fact that you didn't have to go the dirty road, the dirt road with all the bumps in it to get where you need to go. You stayed on the clean, smooth interstate, concrete interstate, all the way to your destination. And they would have to come to you. Now you have to go to them. And you say, well, we'll catch up. How you going to catch up? You don't play any of the teams ahead of you. And I'm not saying that they could slip up and have an issue. But I'm not looking at it like that. Your road is decided right now. You will have to go on the road to take on some of these teams. You don't have home field advantage anymore. That's why this was such a tough loss for a lot of people. Because people understand at that level what this loss means. The Saints have given up something that they possessed for the interim. They gave it up.
Home field advantage. The Saints fans, the diehards are not going to just have to, like therapy, going to have to come to grips with it. If the home field advantage is gone, just forget it. Get it out your mind. You know, to win, they're going to have to go play in somebody else's stadium to get to the Super Bowl. That's just the way it is, man.
We'll see.
And they put themselves in that position. They ain't got nobody else to blame but themselves.
And this is the thing. Now I'm gonna be looking even more so harder to see what Sean Payton does. Because at the end of the day, he really upset, and you heard him in an interview getting snappy and upset because he know what time it is. He know that his play calling the reason why you do that, because what will possess you to do all that stupidry? do stupidry like this, throwing the ball over, trying to overthrow on the 3rd-and-1 situation, trying to flick the ball over the top of Joey Bosa or Nick Bosa, whoever he is, Bosa, to try to get to Kamara. Why would you do that dumbness when you could have put Latavius Murray to get 1 yard for a new set of downs? That was a fourth. Wasn't that a 4th down play in which they went lost it? I mean, what was the rationale in taking the 2 points? What was you thinking there? See, the stupidity and that stupidity is unrationable. And that what infuriates me too, because there's no logic behind it. There is no logic behind it. That's why I'm like, what possessed you to have a series of stupid ass plays in this game that ultimately kept the 49ers mirroring around? What was the purpose of this? All you have to do was call the dive and give it to Latavius Murray. He will get you the first down, new set of downs. You keep the ball, keep your defense on the sideline. All you had to do. But you got him trying to get cute, and you know what it cost your ass? An opportunity to hold the top seed in the playoffs. Now you face an opportunity where you got to go on the road because of what you did, not what anybody did, what you did. You know you're supposed to play the hot player. Play the hot player. Don't play the guy that don't have it. You know the man don't have it. He's showing you don't have it. You watched him play all these games. You know he don't have it. Everybody and his mama know what's wrong with Alvin Kamara. Is he still hurt? Is Alvin Kamara still hurt? No, Alvin Kamara is healthy. Alvin Kamara is nothing wrong with Alvin Kamara except for Alvin Kamara. It's right. There's nothing wrong with Alvin Kamara's ass except for Alvin Kamara. He's supposed to bring it every game. That is what he's here for. But if you don't have it, put the next man in. You take his starting job from him, I guarantee he'll wake up. That's facts, fam. That's what this is about.
You know what, Q?
It's called a wake-up call.
If Peyton is not careful, Murray may opt to go somewhere else next year, because I wouldn't keep putting up with that foolishness if I was him.
He getting paid. I don't think he's going nowhere. He getting $16 million over the next 4 years. If they're gonna underutilize him, he'll sit right there and collect that check. This is the folly of your head coach, who's the play caller here, that consistently, since Alvin Kamara came back, do not know how to use both running backs. He does not know how to use it. I was studying the tape over the game. I'm saying it's Sean Payton. He does not know how to utilize these running backs together. Alvin and Sean Payton, let me help you out. Since you struggling and Carmichael struggling and all you suckers in there who can't understand how to use Latavius Murray, you know what you're supposed to do? Get a ball to the man with the hot hand. Simple, ain't it? Hot hand, give it to the hot man. And if you won't use Alvin Kamara, put him out there on the passing plays. Even if you don't throw to it, he'll be a great decoy. But this should be Latavius Murray running his football. This should be Latavius Murray.
It's his style. I think Kamara got a little attitude about that, but so what?
Scratch your ass and get glad, because the bottom line at the end of the day, you can't. If you won't show up and show out. 2 touchdowns, 1 touchdown, and a one rushing touchdown. And I'm not supposed to call him a zombie. Go look at his numbers from last year and the year before that around this same time and tell me that that's not a zombie running out there with 1 touchdown. You want me to read his stats back to you? You want to read what the stats are from the zombie called Alvin Kamara? Let me read you the zombie stats of Alvin Kamara and what he turned out today. Let me read the family again, the pathetic, zombiest, non-competitive, non-healthful stats from Alvin Kamara today. 13 carries, 25 yards, less than 2 yards per carry for Alvin the Zombie Kamara. Catching the ball, he caught the ball 4 times off of 6 targets for a laughable, what is that? That's ridiculous. A laughable 18 yards. So you had 25 carries off 25 yards off of 13 carries running the ball, and then you caught the ball 4 times for a totally unimpactful. Latavius Murray, 7 carries, 69 yards, 10 yards per rush.
He should have had 100 Q if Sean Payton would have got his finger out of his nose and let the man run the ball. I mean, it's just getting terrible. It really is. Well, and Sean Payton can't blame nobody but himself. He the head coach at the end of the day.
Well, I mean, and that's what it comes down to, Paul. But listen, it's another game coming up, family. This is the end of this one. We done with the 49ers. We waited a whole month for this, and we basically surrendered the number one seed in the playoffs to the 49ers. You validated all of the shit talking that the professionals talked about you all this time. You done validated. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for validating the haters. Thanks a lot for validating the fake-ass Hollywood plastic experts about the Saints. Thanks a lot for validating that, Sean Payton. And you gave up the number one ranking in hope that you'll be able to get it on the back end. That's not how we play winning football down here, family. I don't know where that is not how you do things down here. Champions take that when they get it in their hands, they take it and they keep it. They don't give it up and surrender it to other people and hope that they get it back on the other end. I'm sorry I'm getting all vexed because I have high aspirations for this team that's supposed to be a Super Bowl team. And I know what home field advantage means, man. I know what it means in the playoffs. Trust and believe. If you don't believe me, go look up Sean Payton's record when games on the road, man. Go look it up. Look, you don't think home field advantage is worth something? Go look up Sean Payton's record on the road during the playoffs to see what you got. Go look it up. And then look up his home field advantage record. If for those who know it, put it in the chat. For those who don't know, let me show you the difference between home field and when your ass is on the road. That's why they fight and claw and battle all year for it, because it means everything. And you gave it up today. That's why I'm upset. That's what it means. That's the finality of the situation, family. That's what it is. Yeah, man.
And if you look,
I'm pissed off because this was basically handing you the Super Bowl. It's handed to you in the home field. You got to come to New Orleans to play us with the fans. The fans was there all day blasting and blowing and doing it. And then you let us down. Okay, well, look, you're going to have to get it the hard way, baby. That's what it come down to. You got to get it the hard way. That's what it come down to. But thank you, Paul. I appreciate you. I appreciate you calling, my brother. Thank you for your call, my brother, and who that to you. And appreciate the call.
Have a blessed week.
You too, brother. Peace. I gotta take a squig on that one, man. Yeah, I'm mad. I'm hella mad, man. I'm hella mad. I'm upset because this is the ridiculousness. Man, let me tell you, man. It's just one of them things, man. You got an idea of what a champion is. You know what a champion is. You know what champions do. A champion, he might slip and fall, family, that's true. But we slipped and fall by our own volition. None of these games this year, these teams beat us badly. We gave these games to these teams. The Rams lost. The Saints still could have won that game. If you go back and watch it, the Saints had several opportunities, was miscues that if they imposed upon them, that stopped them from winning that Rams game. The Atlanta game, they had an opportunity to win that game. They came out flat as a pancake. And of course, this game today, all in the hands of the Saints. Thank you for joining the Sports Coma family. Who am I speaking with?
What's going on, Q? This Kyle Davis.
What up, Kyle? How you doing, my fam? How you doing, brother?
Oh, I'm humble. I'm not as mad as I was earlier. I done heard all the callers put out their frustrations and what have you, and I'm pretty much humble right now.
You done
I'm gonna call it the one.
You done
can you hear me?
Yeah, you done burnt it all out, huh? You done burned all the madness up, I call.
Oh yeah, I'm calm because this is the 1-2 right here, and I'm gonna start with the rookies. You brought up a good point about rookie mistakes and all that. One, you gonna keep letting the rookies be rookies, or two, you gonna sit them down. Simple as that. No other option. Okay. Marcus Williams. One, you gonna teach them how to tackle better. You gonna teach them how to kind of play on the ball. Two, you gonna keep letting them take these drastic plays and putting penalties on us. That's twice. That's twice he done sacrificed
He done sacrificed a position for us twice. He wasn't thinking about the team twice. Now, I understand you got kind of mad and held on. That's what was going on. I'm going to tell you that. He got in his feelings because he couldn't tackle right. And now logic done missed everything from him, and now I'm just going off of pure emotion. You can't go off of pure emotion, man. You can't do it like that. So, one, you better get your technique better. Or two, sit down. Simple as that. Sean Payton. One, you need to look in that mirror, homeboy. Because we ain't Hollywood, we Hollywood around here. All that Hollywood you doing, that's uncalled for. You already know what it is. We from the swamp, baby. We don't get down like that. One, look in the mirror, get yourself together. Or two, let's stop all this Super Bowl talk. Straight up. Straight up. Drew Brees did a phenomenal job. Phenomenal job. Now tell me this, Q. If you got a running back, you still there with me?
I'm here with you, brother.
If you got a running back that's going up the middle, and I was at the game today, seeing this in the atmosphere. If you got a running back pushing the pile 5 extra yards, the whole pile, this is the whole D-line and some of the linebackers, you going to sit them down after that? You really going to sit them down after that? And get pretty and put Alvin Kamara in. Now, I can bash our guys 24/7 like everybody else is, but I'm not. It's either one or two. One, you can sit Alvin Kamara down and let him see what he missing, what he taking for granted. Like, this is 3 years, man. 3 years, everything been ripped from our hands. 3 years, man. You like that feeling?
Nope.
Let me say it again. Let me ask you, you like that feeling, huh? You like that feeling? So I'm going to say that again. One, either you sit them down, you know what I'm saying, let them look at it from a different point of view. See, he already got it before when he sat down for the Bears. Let him sit down again. We got 3 more games. Let him sit down and look at that from a different perspective. Or two, go in there like a bull. Run hard. Get it in. Like your other running back. And who else I got a problem with? Jared Cook, I believe if he would have stayed in the game and not got concussed, that would have been the deciding factor. That would have been the final nail in that coffin. So we need to get him back up and running. Excuse me. And put him, he's going to be the key to this call. He's going to be the key to the playoffs. He's going to be the key to the Super Bowl. Guarantee you. Guarantee you. Michael Thomas, stud. A stud. Don't bend. Don't break. Ready for the challenge. Now, let me tell you something. Michael Thomas has been better and better and better each year. You telling me Alvin Kamara can't do that?
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure they 3 years in, both of them, right?
You talking about I think Murray. You talking about Murray and Kamara or just the rookies? I mean the young players.
I'm talking about Kamara and Mike T.
Yeah, I think Mike Thomas is what, about 3-4 years in, 3 years, I think, about 4 in his 4th year, and Kamara's in his 3rd year.
This man was playing like that before the money.
Yeah,
he was playing like that before the money. So you can't tell me the money made him upgrade his. He had a little something to do with it, but you can't tell me the money done upgraded his playing, because he been had that mentality.
Right.
He wanted to be the best out of anybody.
Right.
Faceless opponents. I don't care what your name is. I don't care what your stats look like. If you in front of me, I'm gonna burn you.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't Alvin Kamara have that same energy? Anybody in front of me, I'm railroading them. I'm to the chest. I'm laying that hat down. Yeah, I may be a little smaller than most backs. Yeah, I may have a bit of finesse about me, but when the rubber need to meet the road, damn it, I promise you I'm hitting 100 on it. That's all that is. Dennis Allen. This secondary had me really confused. Up the middle. Every chunk play up the middle. Like, what's going on now? I grant you, Kiko and AJ was out. I understand that part, linebacker part, but everybody else, what's going on, fellas? What? We need to have a sit down or come to Jesus meeting? What we doing? Look here, this has been going on for way too long. Everybody know everybody's weaknesses. Everybody. From the head to the tail, the rooter to the tutor. Whatever the head do, the body will follow.
Yep.
So I think it need to start at the coaches and work its way on down. And that's pretty much all I got for right now.
I appreciate you, Kyle. Thanks for that. Those wise words of wisdom, my brother, and thank you for bringing that to the family, brother.
Oh yeah, everybody need to calm down and take it for what it is. Either one, you want it, or two, you let somebody else have it. Simple as that.
You're right, brother.
Who that, and I'm out.
Thank you, Kyle. Appreciate you, my brother. Be safe, my man, and I'll let you later. Peace. That's Kyle Davis, fam. You know, another one of the good brothers, man. Calling in, dropping knowledge, man. You know, he was at the game today, and you know, it's just more of the same, family. Right now, it's the part where we get to, and this is the venting stage. I think a lot of family members is getting it out there sold right now, and eventually, when tomorrow starts or the Monday starts, as it settles away, as the clouds clear away, the focus turns to the Indianapolis Colts in the Dome, as it'll be the final regular season game for the Saints. That'll happen this upcoming Sunday. So the Saints set on a mission, and we'll just have to figure out, is this because this is what you chose, you have to sit in that seat. So it is, but the family, everybody has a healing process that they'll do. Some of us a little faster than others, but at the end, you know, we'll ultimately have to digest this one, and it's a hard one. And let's just hope and pray that the team is taking it several times harder than what we're taking it. Maybe it will thrust the coach staff to soul search and find out to come back with and finally listen to what all of the family, the family been telling them to do. Run the damn ball. You know, run the ball. If they don't, this could end up spreading, but we'll see. And, you know, of course, the Sports Coma will be here, as always, to cover the black and gold as well. So, you know, this was a tough one because it meant so much. And now your destiny is not in your hands. It is in someone else's. And I do not like that. I am not a fan of that. When you have an opportunity to seize the day, you seize it. You take it in possession. And those are any other rich people in the world to tell you, from Warren Buffett on down, tell them, ask them about destiny. They would look at you like you was an alien that was covered with polka dots. We say, destiny? No, we make our own destiny. That's what we do, and that's the mindset that I strive by. What's up, family? Thank you for calling the show. Who am I speaking with?
Hey, Pepper.
What's up, Scoob? How you doing, fam?
Ain't too much to it. How you, baby?
I'm good now, bro. Seem like I think I got it all out.
Yeah, woo-saw, Pepper. She's been on fire, bro.
What you thinking on it, Scoob? What you thought? I know you got the 5 bullet points you want spread to the family. Well, what you got, brother?
All right, so listen here, right? Everybody's been the bearers of bad news and the doom and gloom, and you so eloquently, oh my God, so eloquently put it. You know what I mean? How, you at least spoke all of our frustrations and a little bit more. I'm here to just give us a little ray of hope.
Come on with it.
Little cause for
You know,
optimism.
hey, Reverend Saint in the building, bro. He ain't much won't get on the show. He said he wasn't going to even show up tonight. I said, Rev, but they need you. He said, I'm not. He said, baby. He said, baby, I ain't coming up there, baby. I ain't coming up there, baby. That's what he told me. I said, okay, all right, Rev. I ain't gonna force you. But go ahead, Scoob. I'm sorry. What you got?
All right, so just a little cause for optimism. Let's take a walk on the bright side, shall we?
Yes, sir.
Listen, so we got 3 straight games with an opening drive TD. How about that?
That is possible.
We never had that. We haven't had that all year long. So it seems to me that Sean is at least getting our guys to focus a tad more. You see what I'm saying? And come up with the focus in the at least first opening drive in the first quarter. We was putting it together, bro. And that's unlike what we've done so far this year. So that's one good aspect of what we did today and what we have been doing the last couple games, right?
Right.
We looking at the last couple games, Drew, Mr. As the narrative is, can't throw the ball no more than 30, 40 yards. Tossed a couple 25 plus yard strikes today.
Mm-hmm.
Strikes. I mean strikes, not just, up there hanging.
That's true.
Strikes that were caught for completions in crucial times that you know what I'm saying, kept them drives moving. Another good point. You got me?
I got you.
Then we got it at Jarrett. Old boy came into his own in the game plan today. He's finally starting to get it. You see what I'm saying? He's a little injury prone, however. But you know what I mean? He definitely was on fire today. And aside from the fact that he was the major focus of our game plan, and when he went out, Sean Payton kind of had his head up his booty. You know what I mean? That's neither here nor there. I'm not going into the bashing aspect of it. We're gonna keep positive here.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Then we're gonna look at old Deontay getting involved in the game. Dan Rizzi got Sean Payton put his butt in a vice last week and made him crank it up. And did he not set up some running lanes for that boy today?
He had a few of them. He had a few of them. On 2 of them, he set up some real nice running lanes, and that boy was doing it. That third one was all him, the longest one. But the other 2 was some pretty good, or that he had really good return yards on, was actually some walls being created. So, I mean, Dan Rizzi starting to get it together a little bit too now. Then you got Deontay got involved in some offensive schemes. Peyton was putting him in there. Right.
And he looked pretty good on them 2 plays he had on offense too now. So there we go with another one, all right?
Okay.
Then I know you just, taking it with a little grain of, with a grain of salt, but let me keep them coming. Then we riding the Tav wave a little bit there. He's starting to get a little bit more involved in the game planning too, right?
Right.
Sean took him out at the inopportune times of the day, and he did put Kamara in when we was all thinking, what the hell are you doing? Let's keep going with Latavius because he's running angry, running up the middle, he's doing what he's doing. But we got to understand Sean Payton and who he is as a coach. He has always been the type of guy that wants that satellite back, that joker back. He can always count on the fact that when number 41 is out there, there's a home run hit waiting to happen. When he touches that ball, any given play, he could take it to the house. And that's what Sean banks on. You got me? That's the reason he keeps doing that. Despite our wishes, despite his better wishes sometimes, he just understands that is the potential of this kid. And regardless that he's got his head up his butt this year and can't figure it out just yet due to injury or partying or clothing line or whatever I've been reading. You know what I'm saying? The whole thing is he knows that there's a touchdown strike just waiting to happen if that guy's on the field. So there you have it. That's what's going on with that. All right. And then you're looking at the evolution of Shy Tuttle. This boy is becoming a grown man right before our eyes, man.
That's true.
A grown man. So the defensive line is getting crazier than they were even the first half of the season with the emergence of Shy Tuttle.
Mm-hmm.
You got me?
I got
Malcolm Brown is starting to get more impact the last few games,
mm-hmm.
right?
Right.
We had a major hiccup today due to the fact that DA got outcoached by Kyle Shanahan, which isn't a bad thing to say. Kyle Shanahan is a tremendous offensive mind. Tremendous. And for DA not to have been able to match up on him was not even all DA. It had to do a lot with rookies in position where they, out of necessity.
Mm-hmm.
You got me?
I got you.
Then the referees kind of beat up on my boy. I ain't gonna say nothing really had to do with the rest of the day because we got a little bit of home cooking, much to my chagrin today. We had it was kind of lopsided in our favor, and I appreciate that. Thank you, Zebras. However, they did beat up on old boy on that last drive, on that touchdown drive by, calling him for the two dumb plays that extended the 2 third longs, and they extend drives to to the total of scoring a touchdown on that drive by beating him upside the head on them 2 plays. The BS one where he was coming in on the tackle and the board kept dropping and he wound up hitting him in his head, which, they call that, CJG or CGJ, whatever you want to call him. They got him bad to extend that touchdown drive, and that wasn't cute. Coming from any strange stretch of the imagination.
Right.
However, man, you see from just the points that I listed, and there's a few more. There's a lot more that I could go through, but the line been so hot tonight. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give more people a chance. However, woo-sa, this one game, we scored 40+ points on the number 1 defense in football, who don't give up 140 yards to a quarterback, where Drew had 130-something yards in the first quarter and 1 drive in the second quarter. You see what I'm saying? It's not that bad. They are a tough team, a formidable foe, and let's give it to them for being a great team too. If it wasn't for, Sean could have did a little bit better with running Latavius, and we could have had, maybe people are arguing that he could have did a little bit more on the last drive where we wouldn't have left time on the clock. But in that point, you got to score when you score. You know what I mean? You don't know that you can just run the ball down or keep running plays until the end and then punch it in at the end. You're talking about a formidable defense. You got to score when you can. So what did we expect? Do we want Trey all day? No, he don't deserve no damn nickname. Do we want Trey to just drop on the 1 yard line and sit there and run the clock, you know what I'm saying, run it down, and then we'll live another play to score the touchdown the next play, just for the sake of not giving them the ball back with enough time? Like, no. You score when you can score. So I don't fault Peyton or, it was a flow. It was a game of ebbs and flows, bro. Unfortunately, we ended up on the wrong side of the stick. We want our boys to win out. We wanted them to do so well, and they actually did. The only problem is we came up with the L. And you know what? I'll take that L. At this point, you can't do shit else but take the L at this point. But, I'll take it. Because you know what? It showed me a whole lot. It showed me that we took their best punch and we kept retaliating and going and going and going and scoring, and that number 1 defense means nothing to us. It showed me that our offense can actually put up points and run with the big dogs whenever we need to. It did show me that the defense has no idea what the hell they're doing when teams show you multiple looks and multiple variations running the same damn plays all day. The same plays all day with just multiple pre-snap motions that, like they kept saying, made your eyes look somewhere else, and they was doing the same damn thing they was doing to you. So DA needs to clean up more than anybody else. Sean Payton was a little wacky. We know he is, and he faults himself. He's even told us that. He gets pass happy, and sometimes he don't know how to get out of it. And again, that's another reason why he keeps AK back there, because he knows that he can run with him or pass with him or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. I got you.
Right. So let me give you a hot second to counterpoint with me. You know what I'm saying? See if you can talk me in.
No, it's cool, but I'm listening to everything you're saying, my brother. And you make a lot of valid points, my brother. I just think that the finality of what happened tonight in terms of your standings, because like I'm saying, I'm not formulating these thoughts just out of the crevices of my mind. These are things that the coaching staff and the administrators who guide the team are telling the team, as well as you, what the direct mission statement of the team is to secure, to win their division, which they've done, which to win NFC South, which guarantees you a spot in the playoffs. And the next thing is securing a top seed in the playoffs, which ultimately will guide you into home field throughout the playoffs, which will give you a easier path to a Super Bowl. That was which was being told to us for the entirety of since the end of last year until where they started to address it in the dozens of press conferences and interviews that I played from Sean Payton, Drew Brees, and other football personnel on the Saints who've regurgitated that statement numerous times. That's the mindset. So when I'm upset, and a lot of the family members are upset about the loss for tonight, it just goes back to the fact of how important this game was and why it was circled on the calendar, because it represented seeding. Had you won this game, you was in direct alignment to your goals. You were on the golden path to the Super Bowl because you held the top seed in your hands. The loss means that you are not now having that goal road, that you will have to take a less popular road to get there. And from a historical standpoint, and I'm not saying history is an indicator for anything here, simply saying that you're not that good on the road, on the playoffs under Sean Payton's administration. And it's obviously because of a numerous amount of things. Maybe they don't travel well. Maybe this team could be a different rendition than past years. Who knows until it's actually played out. But the reality is you lost so much with this loss tonight, and so much meaning the seeding that you had in your grasp coming into this game, that other team took it from you. And then, of course, the validation of all of the chumps and the scumbags and the Hollywood people that'll feel vindicated that the fact that they were right here. You just gave them that advantage. Not saying the Saints are done by any stretch of imagination, but it's just a letdown. It's a letdown that you allowed that to slip from your grasp. Not saying that the thing is not like saying that you ever had it. You had it. You had it in your hands, and this team took it from you. And it was because of your stupidity and egotism, which caused this. It wasn't any honorable loss, in my opinion. This was not an honorable loss, in my opinion. This was an egotistical loss put on by Sean Payton. I know what it is. I looked at it. I seen what he was trying to do against Kyle Shanahan. It made no sense for him to try to do these dumbass option play, not these little toss sweep plays on 3rd and 1 and 4th and 1. What are you talking about? Run the ball up the center of their defense, which we were having tremendous success. He wanted to do the most complex things to make them look crazy, and it backfired. I don't respect that. I don't like that, and I think that might cost the Saints that particular seeding. Now, saying that they're going to be in the playoffs, that's true. Now you have to let destiny decide where you fall, as opposed to you being the guy that heads your own destiny. That is also a troubling thing in my mind.
Right.
Hold on just a second, Scoop. Give me just a second. Let me just say this, brother. For everybody in the chat, family, please hit the like button. Family, we're just 2 hours and 47 minutes. Of course, we set the original live stream. Thank you, Donovan. Thank you for your donation, family. Appreciate it. Who Dat for life. Thank you, Donovan. We're going into 2 hours and 47 minutes of the show. And I just want to give a shout out to all the family members. If you're not a subscriber, family, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and also hit the notification button. Matter of fact, light up all the goddamn buttons. Hit them all, especially the like button. If you're in the chat and you're enjoying the show, please hit the like button. I'm sorry, Scoop. Go ahead, family. Finish your thought.
Oh yeah, I was saying I do concur with what you were saying about Sean getting a little cute, but I think on that, he got to look at his damn self in the mirror, because he allowed Shanahan to bait him into that one. Like Shanahan was like, "Look, I'm going to throw some halfback, some passes from, coming from here to there." What was that play where they ran the misdirection and then receiver threw the damn
threw the pass, the touchdown pass. Once that happened, Sean Payton was like, "Oh, he cranking it up a notch. Let me go away from this conventional way of thinking and try and shine." The nation they wind up putting us on 80% of the TV sets in the country. So let me match muscle. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So that kind of he did get taken out of his game by Shanahan, and that was good by Shanahan. You know what I'm saying? He actually knows Sean Payton. He coached in the division. Well, he didn't coach, but he coordinated in the division, and he knows he got grassroots ideology. Sean Payton's grassroots offensive mindset. He understands where he comes from, what he looks like when he's flustered, how it goes. He got that, and he got that one up on Sean Payton today. But that's kudos to him, as much as it is Sean taking the bait and being a dum-dum. You know what I mean? So they deserve equal praise and fault at that. You know what I mean? It was great by Shanahan and stupid by Sean.
Right.
And so I will give that game Shanahan. You know what I'm saying? He did enough. Now, as far as that last drive of the game, that to me was the end of the game. The rest of it was hanging in the balance. That to me was the game. When Dummy wants to grab on and hold a cat's face mask for 10 whole measured seconds, who's not going to see that? And you still ain't bringing him down. You're not using it to your advantage. Why are you holding his face mask? They went from all the way at their own 30 all the way down the field in less than 20 seconds off of your dumb-ass play. Like, where does that come from?
Right.
Where does that come from? If anybody needs to be benched, anybody needs to be put on notice, it's that secondary. And what do we have as backup to that? We kind of stuck. Because what can we do? Who else can we put in there? Like, who's left? There is nobody. So we got to ride it out with Mr. Whiffaholic. You know what I mean? And CJG and his learning disability at this point. You know what I'm saying? What can we do? We have nothing to do but hope that they round into shape before the playoffs. If not, we're going home instead of to Miami. You know what I'm saying? But again, I didn't call for that. I called with the optimism factor. So I'm not going to beat that horse. It was already done because you was killing him. But I mean, at the most inopportune time, the ref just kind of reared their ugly head on that one drive, man. Before Drew came right back. I would love to know what the stat is. I saw the stat of 43 games or 53 games, whatever it was, that Drew got with the comeback in the fourth quarter to take the lead. You saw that?
Yeah, I seen it. I don't remember. I know it was up in the 40s. I don't remember exactly what it was, though.
Okay, so if it wasn't 53, it was 43.
I think it was in the 40s.
What is the opposite of that? What is when Drew comes back and leads that drive? How many games have we lost when the defense gives up that very next drive?
Good point.
Because goddamn it, he done come back so many times in the fourth quarter and taken the lead, and we lose so many more games because the defense gives it away after he comes back on the last drive of the game. I'd like to see that adverse stat because that kills us. Yeah. That kills us. And I don't know if it's preparation, if it's voodoo. I don't know what the hell that is. That screws me. That yanks my chain every time. I don't get it. But anyway, I said I wasn't going to be on here too long, man. I said I wasn't going to be on here too long, and you can tell I ain't myself either. So I'm feeling it. I'm feeling a little bit myself. But you know what I mean. Just wanted to breathe a little life, and hopefully I did. You know what I mean. The roof ain't falling because you know what I mean. The Cats is getting it together, man. It's just we got to shore up a couple more positions, those D-backs, and we got to get Sean Payton. Well, Sean is Sean. We're gonna live or die with him, and it starts and ends with him. So we can't really hope for anything too much different with him. He is who he is. But Dennis Allen, God damn it, he gotta get his head out his hiney. Yeah. He's got to get his head on his hiney because they are not that good to be giving up. Without running, you letting Mr. Jimmy Pornstar G get how many yards? Like, come on. No mistakes all game long. No pressure after the center went down. Shy Tuttle murdered that center. Put him on his butt and sacked the ball, and we couldn't exploit that?
Nope.
Like, no run sacking blitzes straight up the middle, like, oh, we did one in that same series. We run blitz and came straight up the middle, right over top of him when he came in there,
with the safety.
And we never went back at that.
Yeah, Von Bell.
Yeah, Von Bell. We never went back at that again. DA got to ship. He got to ship out. Man, he's got to shape up. He's got to shape up. There's no way. So, anyway, I'm going bow out now, man. I love you and I love the family, and I'm gonna sit here and watch the rest. I'm gonna bow out now and just listen, and I'll holler.
All right, School. Appreciate that. Those words of wisdom, and letting the family know to relax. We're gonna live to fight another day, baby. So I appreciate that. Love you too, fam. Be cool up there in Philly, and who that?
All right, peace out.
Peace. That's my boy School, man. Telling the family, man, giving that real, man. Appreciate the brother. Very wise brother. Thank you, Scoob. And all the great family members that called up today, man. It was a terrific, beautiful, lovely outing. And the family, and it just makes us feel better going into next week. We blew off some steam here. We made sense of some stuff. And of course, next week will be a nice week. So y'all make sure y'all hit the like buttons, family. If you're enjoying the show, hit the like button. Hit the notification bell. And if you aren't a subscriber, please feel free to subscribe right now on the show. We do these great sports comas all of the time. We talk about all the good and all the real. And I'd like to thank all the great callers for calling in, man, tonight. It was a really beautiful, special show. Covering it. I knew it would have been a spectacular show. Usually our Sunday shows are not that long, but I was dealing with a little extra time this Sunday. So I figured, man, gotta let the family members, talk about this one. I knew it was going to be some type of game, just to be honest with you. But a lot of great family members calling in, man, a lot of them. And I want to name them right now and give a shout out to all the callers. Sub-Zero, Revolt Control called in today. Travis, let's see, Otis, Edmund, Gerard, Tyra, Irvin, Toby, Kyle, Paul, Scoob, DeWright, Kane. Let's see. I'm missing one here. I can't even read my own writing there. What is that? I can't read that. Am I kidding? I can't even read my own writing now. Oh, wow. Don't that show you something? I can't read. I know it was. What is this? Give me a second, fam. Let me try to decipher these hieroglyphics here. Let's see. I can't even decide who that is. Oh, my goodness. I'm sorry if I missed you, but yeah, so many great callers today in today's show. I thank all of the beautiful Sports Coma family members that called in and spread the word, man. Y'all were terrific, man. Excellent show. I enjoyed y'all, man. For calling. We got one more caller calling in, so let's see who this is. What's up, fam? Thanks for calling the Sports Coma. Who am I speaking with?
It's Kevin. What's up, man?
What up, Kevin? How you doing, fam?
I'm doing good. I finally got a chance to talk to you, bro.
Oh, yeah. It's been kind of busy tonight, brother. Good to have you, brother.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Well, okay. Well, I heard Scoop talk. I got a whole different opinion about that. I'm not as much as, let me see how I want to say positive about it, because even though I did see certain players, evolving, but when you're a championship team and you have a chance to step on their neck, you got to step on their neck. And if that means you got to run the ball with Murray 25 times in a row, you keep pounding it. You do not go do crazy plays with Bosa. This guy's 6'4". I mean, did they see how much he can jump in the scouting reports? The dude can jump. He's fast. He's athletic. Why are you throwing those plays? It did not make sense. This is on Sean. Yeah, the defense, horrible plays. I don't think, this is my opinion, I could be wrong, and I hope they play better. On defense, if they do not change and make personnel decisions in the secondary, they will not go far in the playoffs, period. With those two corners, Alpha and Williams, something's got to happen. Where's Kevon Webster? Where's Patrick Robinson? Somebody got to play. We can't keep going like this. We tried this last year. We came up short. Something's got to change.
You're right, bro. It's one of those things, man. We have to decide on what we're gonna do, how we gonna make this thing, how we gonna make this thing shake. And we got to digest this. This is a gut punch, man. This is a gut punch.
It is. It is because it's people are saying like, yeah, it's just one game. Yeah, it's one game, but I felt like this is like where all the sports media coming in, and Sean wants to stick his chest out. I want to win, but I want to win in a certain way. I don't just want to win with Murray running the ball and we don't do anything fancy. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking like,
right.
Dude, come on, it's 3rd and 1. What are you doing? What are you trying to give this away? You're making the game harder than what you have to do. And I look, man, I don't know about this team, man. Unless something change. I mean, if it's like another, the offense played good today for the first time in a long time, I believe. But defensive line is pretty good. Davenport got hurt, so that kind of stopped some of the pressure from the outside. But that's secondary. If you're an opposing coach and you're playing the Saints and you're an offensive coordinator, what's going to be your game plan coming in if you want to throw the ball? Where are you going to?
P.J. Williams and Eli Apple.
Exactly. So you think the next couple of weeks going to the playoff, nobody else going to come at them?
Oh, I know they're going to go at him. That's the number one option you won't take down. You don't have to force the ball to Marshawn Lattimore. You can go to your second and third options. I think, although I think I said P.J. Williams first because P.J. he's given up a touchdown the last 3 games. Quietly been burnt the last 3 games. I don't know if the family members. He's responsible for 20 points, 21 points against you because he gets burnt every game. For a touchdown.
Yep.
But I expect Eli Apple pride to kick in and change a bit. I do. Now listen, I'm after blowing off some steam, and everything we talking is true. This game is in the books, and we just adjusting to it. This is a rough digestion. It's like eating a hard meal, man. It's gonna sit on your stomach for a little bit to the next day when you whatever happened. But this is just our digest period, and I think when tomorrow comes, we'll see an adjustment cycle occur with the Saints because we realize that to a degree, the NFL, most of the teams that we've been playing have been staying lockstep with us because of the play calling. We are out of sync, and we need to go to the running of it more. And I do anticipate that the Saints will get that together because if they don't get it together and they go into the Colts game like they went into this game, they could be upset again. So it's one of those situations where they have to rediscover the run. And the issue is whether it's Latavius Murray, who we think is supposed to be because he has the hot hand, or Elvin Kamara, it must be done.
Well, let me ask you something, Q. Think about this. If Eli Apple was so good, why do you think the Giants wanted to give up a 4th-round pick to get him out of there? Yeah, he had some problems there. But if he's good as what they thought that he was going to be, if he was that much of a commodity, they would have wanted more than a 4th-round pick. So we got him. He is not good at turning his hips. He's good as far as speed. If you got a guy that's going like a go route, yeah, he could cover that. When he has to flex his hips and turn on those curl routes or those dig routes, he cannot do it, and they keep running the same play. It's the same play. It's the same play when the Rams was doing kill them in last year NFC Championship. The same play. I'm like, come on, man. See, I'm tired of seeing this story, man. So, I don't know who's out there at cornerback who can help us. Probably nobody off the strength right now. But in the practice squad, we don't got nobody can bench these dudes. It's crazy, man. Kamara, look, man, I love him, but come on, man, he hasn't been himself all year, man. And I don't know what Sean is thinking. I know he's a home run hitter, but if the guy's not putting it out there, you got to go with somebody who's ready.
Right.
Your option is to win, not who carries you to that win. But if it's the fullback that's had to score 5 TDs, so be it.
Right.
So I think it's all about, to me, it's a style that he wants to play and how he wants it to look. But I don't know, man. We'll see what's going on. But and I'm knowing Sean is not going to change, and Steve is right about that. He's not going to change. He's been here for so long, and he's set in his ways, and he's won a Super Bowl like that. So it's kind of hard to tell a coach that's won a Super Bowl, hey, you need to look at this differently. So he's not. So, I'm just so unsure about this team, man. I'm so unsure. the fan in me wants to be like, yeah, we're Super Bowl contention, but the observation says, man, look, we got some stuff to clean up, and we're running out of time to clean up. We don't have much time. I mean, that's with home field or not. Even if we was to get the number one seed, those problems still going to be there in your secondary, because when you get the number one seed, the game slows down and you're playing the best of the best, and they're going to exploit your weaknesses.
That's true.
I mean, at some point, yeah, you can run the ball and, you can have the defense out there less, but at some point, you got to cover. They can't keep hiding you, Okay, so you're going to double over one corner and still the other corner is still weak. You can't double cover and help both corners. At some point, these guys got to get up and play, man. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm trying to be optimistic, but I don't know, man. I'm so confused about this team. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I'll tell you what, Kevin. I mean, you have the right to challenge the coach and the philosophy of the team, because that's what diehards do. We have the ability to challenge, the mindset of what the hell are you doing? This is our team. We want to see success. And success is not, doing what you did today. That's not really a smart way to win in these games. And I know that we're a lot smarter than this. But, the adjustment period, the Saints are a pretty damn good adjusting team. I say that based upon all the stuff that I've seen over the duration of the season up thus far. The masterful adjustments to the injuries that occurred over the team to be in this position to compete for a ranking, the top ranking for the NFC playoff seeding. I do know for a fact it's not a belief thing with me. I know who the Saints are. I know what they can do. I know when they're underachieving, and that's what this is a case of. This is underachievement.
Yeah.
And it's definitely underachievement. And just like when you have people that you might care about that are greater than what they're exhibiting and they're underachieving, you institute a tough love or some type of constructive or corrective behavior to steer them back to the pure course. And I think that's what was going on with the Saints. I do know for a fact that the Saints will make the proper adjustments because of all of the pressure that great people like me and you and all the beautiful black and gold family members in the building are going to put upon them. They're going to hear these words and these actions, and Coach Payton and the rest of the coaches going to make the adjustments. They have to. They're now forced to, because what they were doing is not working, and they have to realize that what they just lost was big, and they have to kind of reshape some stuff. No doubt about it.
Well, you know what? I do understand your theory about, you get the first seed and it's easy to get to the Super Bowl because that's how we won it. Yes. And when we did, right?
Right.
But, okay, I'm looking at it like I would rather be fully close to being healthy as possible, even if that's on the road, because, even with the number one seed, you still can lose at home if you're not, the most healthiest seed. Like today, we could have won, but we lost. So if it was a playoff game, we would have lost. So I would rather us be more healthy and have to go on the road than being less healthy, having a number one seed.
I understand that, Kevin. I think at the end of the day, I mean, that's what the mindset of a lot of teams are going into it, is the fact that this is what they fighting for, and the blood, sweat, and tears, and the training, and the countless battles from week to week is to make it to the playoffs, and ultimately to gain seeding, to gain home field advantage, because home field advantage is so huge because it gives you the ability to get the home cooking, that's why they fighting. They know referees favor you in your building and the away team not. That's just what it is. That's how it's been operating. So they fight and jostle and beat each other down for an opportunity to get that number one seed, win a division, get the number one seed, and it gives you a clear-cut golden path to the playoffs, to the Super Bowl, winning out 2 games, and then ultimately you win 2 games at home, you're the divisional game, the NFC Championship game, then you play in the Super Bowl. Simple as that. Going the opposite way means you might have to play an extra game on the road, and of course, we had a family member in the building that did post the stats on that, just for people who don't know what it is, and that's the reason why the teams fight as hard as they do. But be that as it may, at the end of the day, the Saints lost this matchup We have to deal with a tough week of preparation for the Colts and a lot of nonsense from the national press. But I ignore their ass anyway, so that don't matter to me. But we just have to focus on. We just got to focus on coming back against the Colts and just learning how to play more complete football. That's all it is.
Yeah, I mean, even though that I was seeing, a lot of mistakes and I didn't agree with the play calling, it was still an interesting game. But I would still look at it like if we would have done like what we supposed to do, I felt like the game should have been that close. I also feel like that they made Jimmy G actually look better than what he really is.
Right.
I'm not saying he's a scrub, but he's not as good as what they made him look. He's not. But, like you said, we'll see what happens, man. But, I'm still going to keep the faith and hopefully that they, get their mind right and make some changes if they can, if they want to. Or if not, I don't know, man. It might be a short playoff run, bro.
Well, let's hope not, bro. We know that.
I hope not.
This is a professional.
I'm hoping not.
This still, at the end of the day, Kevin, this is a professional football team. I mean, the Saints are top brass. And they have not been playing as consistent or as pure football like we know them to be playing, that perfectionist brand of football that we come accustomed to seeing from them. But I do recognize and realize that they will put it together. And, they have no choice. They have to. With all that's at
playing
stake.
consistently. But hold up, Q. Playing consistently, is that more of coaching or the lack of some talent in certain areas?
I think it's a combination of many different elements, to be honest with you, Kevin. I think it's coaching that's at the head because that's in the instruction. The instruction, when given proper instruction, it gets them. Proper instruction means proper action. And proper information mean information, getting your team in the correct formation to be able to do what needs to be done. Having a team on point. So it always, in my opinion, starts with the instruction from the head coaches, which I've been on record saying that we have some of the best coaches in the league, in my opinion. So if I really do, if I know that to be the truth, then I know it to be the truth. Then I would say that the instruction comes there and then it works its way down to the leaders. The instruction goes to the leaders. The leaders then in place that throughout the rest of the role players. Cam Jordan leading the efforts, Mike Thomas, Drew Brees, all those guys.
Yeah.
And ratcheting up the game plan and realizing that what's at stake, because to a degree, when you get deeper to the playoffs, some of that wears on you. And some people have to be jolted into reality. So this is a reality jolting moment here for the Saints, because trust me, they're not going to take this loss well, just like a lot of the Saints family aren't taking this loss well. They're not going to take this loss well. This is another jolt. Maybe the Atlanta wasn't enough. The loss to Atlanta wasn't enough. This one is. Trust me, because with everything that was on the line, the Saints, this is a serious jolt of reality, and I expect them to respond in kind for the rest of the season.
Yeah, well, we'll see. I mean, I'm still confident. I mean, they could still hold a number one seed, or they may go to the playoffs, but go to on the road. But I'm still confident they can win either way if they do what they're supposed to do.
That's true.
I mean, at home or not, even if it's in cold Green Bay with inclement weather,
still dangerous.
Guess what? You got to run the ball more.
That's right.
Still because they built the run. So
that could very
it's probably suited in our favor.
That's true, Kevin. Great point. That could very well force you to become what you were supposed to become. That's true.
Exactly.
That's true too. That's a good way to look at it.
Yeah. Hey man, I appreciate you. I ain't trying to hold up the line, though, man. But I appreciate I finally got a chance to talk to you and always come on here. I'm glad you started this stream because we needed another outlet for media besides the ESPNs and all that.
I appreciate the comment, fam. Thank you, Kevin, for your support, family. Appreciate you, my man, for the call. Great words of wisdom, brother. Great points. Who that to you, bro?
Who that? Same to you, man.
Peace. That's Kevin, man, calling in. Great call. Great bunch of callers, man. I mean, so many of them. I still don't know who that is. I wrote the name down and still can't realize it. I'm trying to study upon it one more time. See if I can make sense of who it is. I scribbled on it and I still can't. Oh, that's T Dirty. Let me read them again. Big shout out to all the family members here. Sub-Zero, Revolt, T Dirty, Travis, Otis, Kevin, Edmund, Toby, Gerard, Tyra, DeWright. Did I say Irvin? I say Irvin again. Kyle, Paul, Kane. That's all the family members, man. So far, And this, we taking one more final call here, fam. The last call on the show, about to take him here. All right, family, thank you for calling the Sports Coma. Who am I speaking with?
Hey, what's up, Q? It's Tramal, Q.
What up, Tramal? What's happening, fam?
Nothing, Q. Yeah, listen to Kevin, I'm going to throw my 2 cents in, too.
Okay.
Like what Kevin said was true, you know. The Saints can go on the road and beat all the teams in the NFC, really.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, it don't matter, like, if we stay at home or go on the road, you know, it don't matter. We can still win.
That's
you know, there's
true.
no NFC team out there that's pure dominant. You know, like all the teams can be beaten like any house. So, you know, that should make me feel and the fans feel a little better, you know, like the Saints equipped to beat all the teams, you know, like in NFC on the road or at home. So that's all I wanted to pass along, Q.
I appreciate that, Tramal, man. That's great points of wisdom, bro. And that's true. When the Saints play their game, and Kevin made a great point about the fact that if we are forced to go to Green Bay, that will probably force the Saints to bring that running game that they should have been using all along. So and we do have the defense. And usually when you playing in cold climates or in away games like that, the running game and the defense travels. Kind of reminds me of a couple of games like against the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Chicago Bears game this year when we needed the running game and the defense, in which we got doses from both of those to have some excellent performances. So that is very well. We're a very talented unit, and if that's what we have to do to win, then that's what we'll have to do to win.
Yeah, Q. That's all I'm saying, Q. And look, baby, I can't do nothing with P.J. Williams, baby. He's a lost cause right now, baby. Ain't nothing I can say. Ain't nothing I can say like to energize him or put a spark in him, baby. He just lost, baby. Man, you know, Reverend Saint had to, you know, like pass some inspiration along, man. No matter how down it is, bro. Reverend Saint got to pass the word on, Q.
He was upset, Jamal. He was upset, brother. He was upset. Say, baby, listen, baby, I can't go in there, baby.
Yeah.
Can't talk to him yet, baby. I gotta calm down.
Now, if I do that to Sean Payton, you know, Sean Payton might cuss me out, or Sean Payton might cuss Reverend Saint out, bro. So, you know, I can't try that with him, bro.
He might not want to cut you out, Reverend Saint. He from that era where he'll meet you with a pocket knife. So you know.
Oh yeah, fuck that.
You ain't gonna shoot you, he'll sure cut you.
Yeah, baby, I got my switchblade in my back pocket, baby. Let's go at it, baby.
He said, baby, I don't have to do nothing, baby. I sure cut you though, baby. I ain't gonna fight with you, baby. He said, I'm a lover, not a fighter, baby. But I got this switchblade, baby. I'll cut you, baby. I'll cut you.
Oh yeah, Q, that sound like him too, Q. Oh yeah, get into a little fisticuffs with him, man. But that's all I got, Q. You know, I had to add my 2 cents on what Kevin said, you know, and what the rest of the family said, you know. It's not a dooming moment for us, man. You know, like we still could take our team on the road and spank anybody.
Yes.
Who in our way, you know. So, well, if that's the route we're gonna take, Q, you know, we gotta go and get at it, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. That straight up, bro. Jamal, you're absolutely right, bro. And like we say, who knows, bro? It's up in the wind now, bro. It's up in the air. And you know, like this, like Reverend Saint said about God is a Saints fan, we should see some sport then. If that's what it, then you know who is in the hand of, brother. It should come back to us. So that's what time it is.
Oh
bro.
yeah. But remember, Q, God is a Saints fan, baby. God is a true Saints fan, baby.
True Saints fan, baby. I tell you, baby. There ain't no other team out there, baby. I'm telling you off top, baby.
There you go, Q.
All right,
Q. That's all I got for the show, man. I love you, Q. I love the family. And always remember, Q, we gotta stay on our P's and Q's, bro.
That's right, brother. We gonna make it happen. Thank you, Jamal. Appreciate you. Same to you, family, and you be safe, cuz. Who that?
All right, Q. All right. Who that?
That's Jamal, man. Great call by Jamal, man. Great call. Jamal always bring the real, man. So, like I said, that's the last call for the night, family. Great callers, man. Give a shout out to all the family members, man. in the building, man. Tramal was the last call. I had to shut the live line down, family. 3 hours to the dome, 3 hours and 18 minutes. Big ups to all our callers for tonight. We had a record call in tonight, man. I'd like to say thank you to all y'all terrific callers and everything, man. A record call in tonight, just to let you know. So we breaking records in the Sports Coma period. We broke a record for the longest show in Sports Coma history, 5 hours and some change. A few shows ago, and now we broke the call for the most callers called in a show. So I got to give a shout out to all our great callers tonight: Kevin, Sub-Zero, Revolt Control, T Dirty, Travis, DeWright, Otis, Edmund, Gerard, Tyra, Irvin, Tramal, Toby, let's see, Paul, Kyle, Kane, all of the family members, man. Thank y'all for calling, man. It was a splendid, excellent call in today. And like I say, family, I appreciate you calling. When we do the call ins, feel free to call in. And if you haven't called in or ever called in, don't be afraid. Feel free to call in and spit your game, talk your noise. We're not condescending here. We love to hear from you on our next call-in show. So thank all our beautiful black and gold people for calling in, and the ones that donated. Donovan, thank you, family, for your donation as well. Crass and the rest of the family that donated today. And I like to say, family members, about the show is that, remember, family, hit the like button. Please feel free to hit the like button. It helps out the show a great deal. Hit the like button, the subscribe button if you aren't a subscriber, and also hit the notification button, because this week we'll be having a lot of extra content coming at you. This week I got a little extra time this week, so I'm gonna be doing a lot of Saint related stuff here. But just want to give a shout out to all the family members that help. And remember, another great way to help out the show is doing like what Kyle Davis, my dog Kyle, does. He and the rest of the family is buy gear, Dada, Derek, and the rest of them. We all shop at the Pro Shop. As you can see the ad, that's some of our new gear that we released before Black Friday. We had several new shirts that appeared. That makes it over 25 different designs are in the Pro Shop, and we're gonna have more designs coming in for this upcoming week before Christmas comes. But the Black and Gold Kings of the NFC South again shirt, really nice, won't back down ever. Pelican shirt and sweaters are available. Now remember, these not just shirts. They are available in sweaters as well, and it's for women. We got them in women's sizes, the men's sizes from small all the way up to 4 or 5X. And they come in different colors, not just the colors that you see here on the ads, but there are several different colors and designs for those shirts. You got to go on there and experience it for yourself. So you see the link, teespring.com/stores/the Pro Shop #3. The link is in the chat. Adrian, if you're still there, please put the store in the chat for the family members, so I'm to check them out, because that's a great way to help out the platform. Also sharing the show, like taking the show and sharing it in your social media feeds, Instagram, Twitter, Reddit, Facebook, wherever you socialize with the Saint Black and Gold family members. It helps out the show exponentially. You wouldn't believe how many people come because of that. Also, the Pro Media Network, just to let you know, our visual, we have the YouTube is our visual platform. The audio platform is Spreaker.com/the Sports Coma. This is where you'll find audio shows like the Sports Coma that go way back for a great distance. You can go and listen to some of the prior shows on the Sports Coma: the Pelican Post Game Report, Ring Kings Boxing, and Tough Tiger Talk. Those are the several podcasts that we have that's available on the Pro Media Network at our Spreaker channel, which is our audio platform. So it's Spreaker.com/the PRO Media Network. Once this video goes final, all these links would be in the description section, including the store and all these other things. You can sign up and listen to the audio platform as well. And also remember, family, that to become a Patreon member of the show, like Demi, like Devin, like Dada, like Kelly, like Sean, like a lot of great Black and Gold family members you can sign up at patreon.com. That's patreon.com/the PRO Media Network. If you believe in what the platform is and what it's representing, you can sign up and become a patron. Now, basically, all that is the fact that you donate $1 or $5 or $10 or whatever you have in your heart to the platform, and that money goes back into the platform to empower it. So we create more content. We do more graphic applications, add more software, add, all that kind of stuff that empowers a platform to make it stronger, faster, and better. That's what we do. None of that comes back to me. All that is pumped right back into the platform to make it even stronger. And trust me, 5 years of doing the Sports Coma, we've come a long way. And we started as simply an audio stream. A lot of our family members know that we started strictly as an audio show, and eventually when we felt like we were ready to transition to video, then we did the video. But we had to perfect our craft first and our mindset. So it was easy, like easier to do that. But that's some of the stuff I'm just letting y'all know. If you're interested in becoming a Patreon member, you can follow the link to actually go to patreon.com/the Media Network. So that's a little something just to say to help the platform as well. And I'd like to thank all the beautiful Black and Gold family members for joining us today on this live stream. Now, I just want to make sure it's kind of a short. I don't really have a lot of time to kind of go through the whole list and shout out all the beautiful Black and Gold family members. But I'd like to just say that I love y'all. I respect y'all. Thank y'all for allowing me to spend 3 hours of the nighttime talking with you about the Saints and spending this time. I think this is a great and beautiful platform. A lot of great people we've met because of this platform, and I'm so appreciative of the fact that I know you guys, that we talk on a weekly basis. Scoob, I would have never met Scoob, or never met Tyra, or Demi, or Paul, or Devin, or Dada, or Tramal, or Kevin, or T Dirty, Big Ben. None of the great Black, so many the family members, Verlin, Scoob, I said Scoob, but so many great people. Otis, Robert Clark, Kyle Davis, Brandon Davis, all of the great family members out there, Annie, Cheryl, all of the great, beautiful Black and Gold family members out there, Adrian, all the great people. Would never have met you guys if it wasn't for this platform. So I believe in this platform. I believe in you guys. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And when I do these platforms, we come on this show, this is who I am. I'm passionate. This is not a show. And I don't have teleprompters reading off or none of this kind of stuff. All this is coming from the heart. This is 100% real live broadcasting. This is not fake plastic Hollywood garbage. This is 100% reality, real Saints, unadulterated passion, love, everything. That's what we represent here. And I wear it on my sleeve. So I'd like to thank all the beautiful Black and Gold family members for all y'all great support. And once again, I'm going to ask y'all to support the platform by purchasing gear. Also, if you want to donate to become a Patreon member, there it is there as well. There is also we are also available on Cash App as well. $/ the Sports Coma. We're on Cash App. $, the Sports Coma. That is the thing to find us on Cash App as well. And like I said, all proceeds don't come to me. They go right back into the platform, and you guys start seeing, everything we doing, from the stores to the graphics to everything. You see constant improvement all the time. So once again, I would thank all you guys for everything that you do. I love y'all. I respect y'all. Thank y'all. Bless y'all for everything that y'all are to the Black and Gold family, and all the beautiful stuff that you guys are in life is real. So thank y'all once again for spending this time with me. We'll be back soon, family. Make sure you hit the like button on your way out. Make sure you hit the notification button and to subscribe if you aren't a subscriber. And I tell you to hit the notification button because next week I'll be doing some spot shows. I'm going to let you know. I don't know which days they're going to be. But I know Wednesday we'll do a middle of the week show, but you never know when I might pop up next week with some multiple shows. Hit your indicator there. Just light all the buttons up. Hit all of them. Make sure they all pressed, to make sure you get the notification when we hit. So like I said, the Saints go down today in this one, 48-46 to the 49ers. It was a tough one, but guess what? we gonna be back, man. We're gonna be back. This is not the end of the Black and Gold. We just doing a little venting right now. The family upset because what we should have done, but it's okay. Sometimes we get a little setbacks. Sometimes we have to step back to step up. So this might be one of them situations. We will be resilient. We will return, and we will return in kind. And I will return soon too as well. So thank the family member for joining us. Bless y'all. Peace. And I'm out. Who that?
Yeah. Well, all right. Like you always say, welcome, welcome, welcome. Number one sports talking D. We ain't like the Falcons, we won't blow the lead. Look, all we talk is who that, who got cut and who back. Rookies in the vets, players you should look at. It's the sports coma, you don't wanna miss it. Got the pre-game party, post-game statistics. Get a visit from Sway, maybe DC or 5. It's the hottest thing smoking, Big Q and the guys. Go to YouTube Live, make sure you subscribe. Interviews inside the Saints locker room high. Talk to Drew, Jordan, Zach, Peyton, New Orleans, who that nation. Best believe when I say we bleed gold and black. Ain't a miracle or rivalry could ever hold us back. No, Beastquake, Bounty Gate, let the truth be told. It's the sports coma, all we know is say Super Bowl. Yeah.